So wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. It's Jason, called Suck a Spaz, and he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
Alrighty, what is going on? Happy Tuesday. It is the KVJ Show. Good morning. What's going on, everybody?
Good morning.
Yeah. Morning. Here we go. Another beautiful day.
I got a new phone.
Yeah.
And
congratulations.
I lost about, 12 hours worth of text and emails. So if anybody emailed me or texted me yesterday and I didn't get back to you, my phone ate your message.
It did. How'd that happen? I thought it just all transferred right over.
Sometimes it doesn't, especially if you're not updating your phone all the time.
Okay.
I didn't even know I had to do that.
For example, I had a bunch of newer contacts in my phone, but I never uploaded it to the cloud or whatever. And when I got a new phone and they did the whole whatever to my phone, they do some smart stuff to it.
I know. Denny's does it to mine.
Anything from that time I got those new contacts, they don't update at all. You have to constantly update your stuff.
You do? It doesn't do it on its own?
Apparently not.
Huh. How do you do that? Is there a update to the cloud button?
I don't know. I guess. I'm sure there is. Denny's!
Wow.
Someone will write you a really long email explaining it to you.
Okay.
I guess you can read it on the After the Show podcast.
Denny's told Panda he's never seen somebody with so much stuff on their phone that they haven't uploaded to the cloud.
Really? That was you, huh?
That was me. So
wow.
I did it to myself.
Gosh, I didn't even know that. I thought that stuff all just magically went there on its own.
I know sometimes it sounds like I'm using an excuse. Oh, I lost your number, but I really lost your number.
Wow. Okay, I need to go find my cloud button, so excuse me real quick.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What are you thinking about today, Jay Bird?
So there's this bizarre story, and maybe you know about it, Kev, because it's football. Did you see this pizza chicken salad story? This guy got fired, and I'm not even sure what league this is.
USFL.
Okay, what is that? Is that a newer league or something?
It's a new league that they kind of started off. It's guys that haven't been able to make the NFL, and so they're still hanging on to their dreams of one day playing in the NFL, like former Dwyer High Johnny Dixon. He's playing in the league and, trying to get back to the NFL to make the big bucks.
Okay, because people were sending me this story. They go, Bird, there's some pizza drama. Do you know about this? And I'm reading it, and I'm still sort of confused. I guess they were serving the team chicken salad.
Okay.
But this football player doesn't eat chicken salad. So he said, can I have pizza? But they said he was disrespectful on how he asked for the pizza. So they sit him in the office. We have audio of it, of him getting cut because of the pizza. See if you can make sense of this.
Okay.
When I first talked to you guys on March 22nd, I had a handbook. I covered some items that were very important to me. Line 46 addresses that. Any disrespect of football or members, staff, USFL, hotel, etc., would not be tolerated. And it's been brought to my attention that has occurred with you. So unfortunately, cost of doing business, I'm going to have to let you go.
I didn't think I did anything or said anything disrespectful. I can tell you what happened exactly.
It's not important right now.
Right.
It's not important.
I don't know.
It's already happened.
Right.
It's already happened.
I didn't say anything disrespectful. I don't eat chicken salad. And I was like, is there another option? Walked in with pizza, and I was like, can I get a slice of pizza? He said no. He said, it's not going to be a problem. I said yes.
And I appreciate you sharing that, but the matters, it's done.
He got cut because of chicken salad and pizza. They let him go.
Sometimes you just don't want chicken salad. I get it. Like, it's got mayonnaise on it. And as I grow older, I have less and less of a tolerance of mayonnaise.
Huh.
I
That's
just don't.
weird.
Mayonnaise makes me feel weird. I used to love mayonnaise. I don't love it no more.
Really?
I brought a, yeah, all right. Well, I always have mayonnaise around. Yes, I don't know, Kev. He's gone because he wanted pizza. I'm with the witch. If everyone's serving just chicken salad.
It's cold. It's not really, my favorite.
I
it's
hate
got
chicken
mayonnaise
salad.
on it. Like, it's so low on the totem pole of things I would pick.
Now, if he just said, hey, could I please have some pizza, and they're mad at that, that's ridiculous. Now, if you went in there and went, give me some damn pizza, you son of a, you know what? Then I get it.
Yeah, they're trying to say he was disrespectful. Like disrespecting their chicken salad?
I don't know.
that-
It's such a bizarre
Yeah,
story.
I don't know. I saw the headline on it, and I just kind of glazed over. I'm like, I don't really care. It's USFL, but
Or was it one of
that
those?
is odd.
It could have been how he said it, not what he said. I mean, we all agree with the sentiment. Chicken salad's not our favorite.
Well, I've never heard of any kind of a team meal where it's just one item, right? Don't they
Thank you.
have two options?
Usually they have like a little smorgasbord.
But I guess if you're high school or I don't know. Usually you have two options. But
What
maybe
is this, like low-level pro?
It sounds
Yeah.
like it.
Okay.
It sounds very low
that's
budget.
exactly what it is.
You couldn't tell by the audio?
Who did that? The KVJ Show?
I mean, it is very low budget.
What's on your mind today, Virginia?
Well, I got a big day. I'm sure you were asking yourself why I look so pretty today.
I mean, me and Kevin have been texting all morning.
Yeah, I saw your beauty knocked me backwards when I walked in the door.
Well, I'm going to be on the TV, so...
Oh, you are?
there
The
you
picture
go.
box?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to be doing a little crawfish promo for lunch today with
Okay.
Jay Cashmere and TA from Channel 5.
Uh-huh.
Give us a taste of what you might be doing.
So we're going to be like sampling some different Cajun dishes,
Okay.
and we're going to get some spicy in us, and
Okay, Cashmere's a little Cajun.
Yeah, he
He doesn't
is.
show it, but yeah, don't let that Cajun fool you.
no, he can. Jay Cashmere can make a badass jambalaya.
Yeah.
He can cook. His mama can cook. His mother made some of the best soup I've ever had in my life.
Really?
So he comes from a very cookie lineage.
A cookie lineage. Okay.
They can cook.
Okay.
Yeah, so today we're going to be sampling stuff over at Voodoo Bayou, and
Okay.
it's going to be on TV, no big deal.
Yeah. Okay.
Working some plugs for the band.
Oh, that's right.
Come on now.
I changed the commercial.
Yeah, Virginia promoted every band at Crawfish but the snack pack.
I didn't-
I was like, what? She's like, Billy and the Breakers are going to be there. Johnny and the Crawfish Legs.
not any mention of the guy she works with, huh?
I cut that commercial 3 weeks ago, and somebody else wrote it. And you know me, I'm like Anchorman. I just read whatever's in front of me, and I don't even think about it.
I thought it was pretty funny, honestly.
I recut it.
It's
redone.
It's kind of hilarious.
So what channel do we watch you on specifically? Because I know Jay's on a few.
We're going to be on Channel 5 because it's going to
Okay.
be the whole weekend things to do segment.
Okay.
Maybe you've heard of it.
All right.
Kind of a hot placement.
No, here's-
Weekend thing to do.
Look, here's your time to really shake it up. You got a camera on you. Let's do something a little extra.
You want to come? I mean, when I think extra, I think you.
I get that, and it's funny. I think the same thing about you.
You can make up for all those misplugs by getting on TV today.
Yeah, I can be the guy with the sign in the background. Come to the snack pack.
The snack pack's going to be on stage, even though this hooker didn't even put it in the commercial.
Yeah, and then she has me opening for her 8-year-old son.
Oh, good. What I got on my mind here today, Miami Heat play again tonight. Atlanta Hawks game 2. It's going to be going on. And I'm very excited to see because they dominated the Hawks in game 1. They could go up 2-0 here in the first series. And I will tell you one thing, because a lot of us are sports fans. I'm a sports fan. And it's kind of interesting because one of the things that really kind of happens as you get in as a sports fan and you start debating and you start going up against other people, and if there's a disagreement, typically what happens in the ultimate trump card when you're talking about sports is, did you play and to what level? And so you'll always have these nerds who loved sports but never played, weren't in the locker room, don't get the X's and O's, and then the ultimate trump card is like going, yeah, did you play? And it's like, you can't say anything. It's just...
I played JV back in 9th grade.
Right.
That's what they
you're
always
just
say.
kind of like, all right, you've lost all credibility. You can remove somebody's credibility immediately.
Sit down.
And so, for us people who may not have been any kind of big star, but you love sports, when you have a moment, you can't blow it. For us in the media, a lot of times it's throwing out the first pitch at a baseball game. They always will show celebrities of 50 Cent that does it terrible, and they'll make fun of them, and you're like going, gosh, you're so unathletic. And especially in my athletic family, where everybody makes fun of everybody terribly if you're a non-athlete, you can't do what DJ Khaled did game 1 at FTX Arena. He's out there, and he's a privileged dude because he's one of Miami's biggest celebrities, so he gets on the court for warm-ups, and he's out there, but people are filming DJ Khaled out there when he's playing around. This is another thing you can't do if you're a non-athlete like DJ Khaled, but you love sports like he does. When you're on the court, you can't throw up a massive air ball. He shot probably the worst looking shot ever seen, and now he's getting trolled so hard on social media. He threw up a 3-pointer on FTX Arena's court, didn't even come close to hitting the rim, and now everybody's like, it's going all over the place.
Don't read the comments.
Don't read the comments, DJ.
That's just why if you're a non-athlete in an athletic situation, you've got to know the environment, and you got to put on a good showing. For DJ Khaled, shoot next to the rim. Really get up there. You can't throw up that air ball 3-pointer. I just learned, because now everybody's going to be trolling you, and that's going to be the one thing. Anytime you talk about sports, people can shut you down immediately by going, why don't you go throw up a 3-pointer?
Just take 10 minutes. If you just practice a little. Remember before we had to throw out the first pitch, Jay Bird was working with me a little bit?
Yeah.
I actually learned in 5 minutes kind of how to do it, and I had no idea how to do it.
Yeah, and that's going to help you ride the bench. I tell you. I know that move.
Nobody coaches you how to ride the bench better than Jay Bird.
You just got to know your skill level. It's kind of like if you went into a singing competition and you go in and you're trying to hey, karaoke, let's cue up some Mariah Carey. Now go with something that's in a lower octave that maybe you can stick with. It's the same thing when you go out on these stages. If you're throwing out a first pitch, just kind of know what you got to do. Some guys get all fancy and they do a wind up, and then that's where they blow it. Just a lot of times it's getting the ball over the plate. Tom Hanks did a good job at a Cleveland Guardians game the other day. He took Wilson the ball out there with him, and they did a cute little skit where the ball kept rolling off the mound.
It sounded like wrestling. The announcer goes, "Oh my gosh, he's got Wilson with him."
The volleyball.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, but he did it right. He had some entertainment. He didn't try to get all fancy with the throws. Just a simple little throw from in front of the mound. He stayed in his zone.
Angie from Hollywood in the chat room says he's not a ball player. Who cares if he missed? And I'm kind of with her on that. It's kind of funnier that he missed.
But good luck, honestly. If you hang with anybody else and you try to talk sports, they will throw that right in your face.
They're gonna ride him for a minute.
They will ride you. Yeah. So I know you can say, "Oh, I'm just having fun," but you'll lose all credibility, and
your boys are going to be on your butt.
In the world of sports conversations, when you're sitting with the boys, they'll immediately throw that right in your face every single time. That's what I'm saying. That's what Khaled's going to get.
You're talking about sports talk, and when people call, if I have to hear two people debate that's never played a sport before, whether MJ or LeBron's better, I'd rather have Virginia speed bag my nards.
We can do that.
That's why it usually comes to what do you even know? Did you even play?
I'm so sick of that debate.
Yeah. Did you even play? So there you go. So fun video if you want to see it. It's all over social media. DJ Khaled throwing up one of the worst 3-pointers you would ever see. I imagine at the game tonight, he's probably going to do a layup. Just a thought. That's just my piece of advice, Khaled. Hey, you're talking earlier, Virginia, about how you lost 24 hours or so of text messages and emails because you had to get a new phone and switch it over, and you hadn't been updating to the cloud.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are saying that's a setting on your phone that it should be doing it automatically.
Of course.
Yeah. So
Denny's!
If you don't have it set there, that's probably a good idea. Yeah, because I'm like, that's what I thought. I thought I did it on its own. So now I'm in big trouble.
Mine has not, and I'm so confused.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You
Thank God for Denny's.
Yeah, well,
because I would not know what I was doing over here.
Yeah, well, I know you're always trying to lean on somebody to get a little technical help. You're getting to that mama age. Mama don't get technology.
I don't understand. Explain it to me.
Yeah, you were saying you're kind of that way when it comes to TikTok.
I'm learning TikTok, and the thing about TikTok is it's tricky. I put up a TikTok over the weekend, and the edits aren't tight enough. And once you start the project on TikTok, there's a certain point of no return where you can't go back in and make changes to the edits once you started editing.
Okay.
I'm so against TikTok's editing ways.
The editing
people
is really messed up.
People that brag about TikTok, how easy it is, it's easy from a certain point of view, but for editing and trying to get tight edits and zooming in, it's a horrible player.
Really?
Well, I
Okay.
can't.
Terrible.
It won't allow me to go back in after I'm looking at the finished product and make more edits. If I start back over, it deletes all my edits that I made. And I do a lot of technical stuff like adding text and voice text and all kinds of stuff to mine. So
You have
it's
to-
a 2-hour project.
You have to
Yeah.
go in another play. You have to go into a different thing and edit it in your computer or something, because if you want to make it tighter and get better, if
I
not,
know.
it's extremely time consuming. I really highly recommend doing it in a different player.
I should have edited it in iMovie.
You should have.
And then taken that to TikTok to do the voice to text and
That's
add
what
all
you
the
should
little. I know.
get all your
I know.
editing tight there.
I know. I know.
I know they have all kinds of videos on YouTube, and I try to watch them, but, there are questions that still come up, and it's not interactive. That's the one problem with YouTube, is that if you're just not understanding it still, even with the demonstrations they have, it really would be great if there were places for busy adults where you could go in and they could give you a speed class.
Yes.
Where it's super fast. Be like, here's the basics. There'll be 15-minute classes. We'll show you how to make a basic TikTok. And then when you come back next week, we'll go to level 2. But you've got an instructor and it's interactive. And they can show you and then answer your dumb questions that come up. Because I'll do that with YouTube. And then you'll be like, I'm going to type a question in here into the comments. And then nobody ever answers it. It just, goes ignored. And then you can't figure it out.
Basic YouTube for dummies.
Yeah. Yeah. You say that your daughter Magnolia gets kind of upset, perturbed when Mama comes knocking on her door trying to get her to make a TikTok video for her.
Well, everything I know about TikTok, I've learned from Magnolia, and I'm not good on it yet, but she's the one that taught me how to do a bunch of stuff on there. And every time I go to her and ask her, she gets a little more pissed because it's a long project. My projects take her a while. And so now whenever she sees me coming and I have my phone and I'm like, hey, Mags.
She knows what's up.
She knows what's up, and
Yeah.
she can go from 0 to pissed by me just saying the words, can you help me with a TikTok?
Yeah.
Make a
No,
TikTok.
get out. I'm not helping you make a TikTok. No, right now.
Please.
Not right now. Literally get out. I'm not right now. I'll do it later. I'm not helping you right now.
But I have 2
No,
TikToks.
No, I'm doing it. Mom, your TikToks genuinely make me want to punch myself in the head. They're so, they take 20 hours because you don't understand it. Can I help you later? I'm, busy right now.
All right. Happy Easter.
I'm sorry, I don't want to help you with your TikToks that actually make me want to kill myself.
Kill yourself.
They take 2 hours for one TikTok because you have all these different problems with your TikToks.
I do. I have lots of problems. I'm old. I don't understand TikTok. I need your help. You're young.
Get out.
Damn.
Yeah, it's tough.
Damn, Max is cold. Is
Yeah,
that on
cold.
Easter?
That's on
Yeah.
Easter.
Oh my gosh! Oh hell no!
Yeah.
Max. No.
Yeah. That's what you get.
Well, she's normally really nice to me. Well, 80% of the time she's nice to me. But all I have to do is say the words, can you help me with a TikTok? She turns into her own private Vietnam.
But here's the thing, though. That knock, I get it, Mags. I understand the dread when you hear that Virginia knock.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
almost have the same reaction.
Yeah.
No.
So, see, this is why we need TikTok classes for boomers.
Yes.
Not that we're boomers, we're Gen Xers, but still, everybody, boomers is anyone that's older than 30, apparently. So that includes millennials, too. But it would be just quick little classes that you can go in that are interactive and help me learn.
Nah, I gotta get off the TikTok. Too many of their functions make me have the vertigo go crazy.
You get the seizure alert.
I'm not kidding you. I get seasick.
You know you're old when TikTok makes you dizzy.
I get legit.
Oh, Grandpa's got to sit
Good
down.
Lord, we all sound like we're 100 in here.
I feel like I got off the roller coaster.
My
Like, "Ugh, I gotta get off
gosh.
this thing.
Wow.
TikTok made me Ralph in my plant.
Wow.
I'm okay where I'm at in my life.
Wow. Been hearing about how TikTok is taking over the world. Randy was sitting in a meeting with us just last week and was saying that the number's kind of crazy. What's going on and how TikTok eventually is one day going to be passing Facebook, they think. Facebook's been kind of the big giant, and that's your mom and grandma's platform now.
It really is.
Yeah. And they say that it is growing, and it seems to be the one that is doing the best. In fact, it was kind of interesting because they say that Instagram, which is now owned by Facebook, it looks like it is actually kind of struggling a little bit with its target group. They were talking about the interest that Gen Z and millennials, people in their 20s had. And just like a year or so ago, 32% of them said they had Instagram, and now just like a year later, it's down to 22%. So they say that Instagram has kind of fallen off a little bit.
Until another article comes out in 6 months. Instagram's back because Elon Musk think about buying it. It changes all the time.
Yeah, so who knows? But it seems where things are trending. It seems like TikTok is, at least right now, the social media platform that everybody wants to know something about, and you need to be on if you're totally cool. If not, then you're not cool if you're not on TikTok.
I'm kind of okay with not being cool.
That happens as you get older, yeah.
But I've always I'm cool with it. Yeah, I would have hated TikTok at 22 as well.
You're so not cool that you're cool.
Yeah.
So what I don't like about TikTok is it just rewards stuff I'm not saying everything's bad on TikTok, because obviously there's some great videos on TikTok, but there are some whack ass videos that are not good, and they do really, really well.
Yeah.
And I'm hating the game and I'm hating the player. It's weird that some of that stuff is going so viral.
And the problem with our TikTok, the KVJ TikTok, is that all of us are on the same thing. And so I'll be on there on the KVJ TikTok and I'll like stuff. And so it shows you more content that you like. And so you're probably seeing a lot of stuff that I like. Like I saw you the other day watching that Talking Broccoli. It's something that I found.
Yeah, and the other thing
he was like, Talking Broccoli, what the hell is this?
Every time I gotta go on TikTok to edit something for KVJ, it's got to be Virginia.
It is.
The only videos that ever come up is that damn Holly Madison. Oh my gosh!
I like her.
Other video you had done that.
Holly Madison and the Talking Broccoli. I love them.
Virginia's controlling our algorithm, and I'm not down with that.
There's a guy I know. He's about a 60-year-old man, and he was on TikTok, and he saw a gay comedian, and he liked it, and he was asking me. He said, "Look at my timeline now. Every video he has is young gay twinks." And he's like, "How do I change it? Because it doesn't look good. I'm a 60-year-old white straight male, and every video I'm getting now from TikTok is gay."
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know, dog.
TikTok does put you in a box quick.
He's in a box and he can't get out.
Virginia's got us looking at nothing but this broccoli face woman and Holly Madison. That's all we got, Kev.
Well, there's a former senior level worker from TikTok, and he's kind of blowing the whistle on what their work policies are like. Something they have called a 996 policy.
996.
996. It refers to business practices in China where workers are expected to start at 9 a.m., end at 9 p.m., and do that 6 days a week. 12-hour days, 6 days a week. He said that's what it's like working for TikTok. He went on talking about how you don't get your own life. On weekends, they will call you up, and when they call you, you have to jump into a video meeting for as long as they need you for.
Wow.
So whatever you're doing, you could be at Disney with your family, and when TikTok calls, you better answer and you better be there.
Oh, you can hear the future documentary already being filmed about how it's going to be a toxic environment, how it's going to be terrible behind the scenes.
You've always heard that about a lot of these players, Google and all these places where people would go and sleep on cots and work there, and it burns you out in 2 years. And that was pretty much it. You went in there knowing that you'd work there for 2 years, get burned out, leave, and then take that on your resume to get a better job.
Can't you already see the Netflix documentary, the CEO? Oh, he made us work 19 hours a day. We only had egg salad.
We had chicken salad, no pizza.
Yeah. He also said he was reprimanded when he publicly shared his $220,000 annual wage on LinkedIn as part of Latino Equal Pay Day.
Dang.
So
some pretty good money there for TikTok.
I guess that's what you look
Ooh.
at. You know, would you do 996 for 220?
Yeah.
That's in a sense what it is.
Absolutely.
So there you go. He said that's just it. There's not a work-life balance. Yeah, the money's okay, but you're doing that 996. Well, we got a question that was emailed to us, mail at kvjshow.com, about drinking water during a traffic stop. Can you do it? They say, I know somebody who got pulled over by the cops this weekend, and during the traffic stop, the person I know tried drinking water from their water jug, and the cop got all mad and said, you can't drink anything during a traffic stop. Well, my friend had just left the gym and was really dehydrated. She was shocked when the officer told her that she couldn't have any water from her thermos. Is it against the law or something to consume anything during a traffic stop?
Maybe if they want you to blow in, that little breathalyzer thing.
Yeah, maybe the police officer pulls you over and suspects you're on something or you've been drinking, and they haven't mentioned it yet, and then you go to drink water. Maybe they think you're trying to, I don't know, block the alcohol.
That's the only thing I can think of without knowing. So,
but what if you really are dehydrated, you have a medical condition, and you want to drink some water?
I don't know.
You're not allowed to drink water?
If you play it right, I think you can get more in the cops' favor. They say what you're supposed to do is put all your windows down, turn your music off, put both hands on the wheel, and then immediately be sweet and friendly. Don't start nothing. There won't be nothing. So if you go to drink, you have to take your hand off the wheel, and you're not giving him your full attention, and you're not looking at him. You're looking at your water.
Here's my question: when you get pulled over by a police officer and they approach your car, do they have to immediately let you know why you've been pulled over? Is that a rule, or is that something that's not?
Typically, what I get first is license and registration, please, before there's any reason about why you were pulled over. And then after you kind of get through that point, it's like, do you know why I pulled you over? You'll get that question, and then you're like,
because I've seen some videos.
'Cause I'm awesome.
Yeah,
because I'm awesome. You just had to talk to this, didn't you?
Yeah.
But I wonder if there's a legit protocol that a police officer has to follow when they walk up to the window. Because doesn't that breed more confusion if you don't tell somebody what they're pulled over for?
Sure, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know the protocol, if he's supposed to, or if he's still investigating. He's actively investigating and watching you and looking in your car and trying to figure out what the hell's going on. And are you hopped up on some kind of goofballs?
Does he have a flat top? There's a lot of questions.
If he's got a flat top, guess what? Your ass is getting a ticket.
That's right.
Flat top cop, flat top cop, flat top cop. Watch out for snack pack.
The shorter the hair, the meaner the cop. Oh no, Officer Friendly's got a flat top. Look at that cop, his head's shaped like a box. Oh no, Officer Friendly's got a flat top. We break the law.
There's no denying it's true.
But the worst crime of them all
Is that flat top hairdo?
Hey, Mr. Policeman,
Are you aware?
that your cranium,
Is shaped like a square.
you think that you're tough.
With your flat top and gun.
You look like you fought the barber.
And the barber won.
The shorter the hair, the meaner the cop. Oh no, Officer Friendly's got a flat top. Look at that cop, his head's shaped like a box. Oh no, Officer Friendly's got a flat top. Flat top cops are mean to the core.
You remind me of the Russian jerk from Rocky IV.
We got pulled over,
By a state trooper
and he looked like Biff.
from Back to the Future.
Yo, value meal killer. Why you shaking?
Cause I see a square head and I smell bacon.
The shorter the hair, the meaner the cop. Oh no, Officer Friendly's got a flat top. Look at that cop, his head's shaped like a box. Oh no, Officer Friendly's got a flat top.
Blockhead, you're a blockhead, you're a blockhead,
Got a flat
you're a
top.
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 blockhead,
The shorter the hair, the meaner the cop. Oh no, Officer Friendly's got a flat top. Look at that cop, his head's shaped like a box. Oh no, Officer Friendly's got a flat top.
Value Milk Killer, classic throwback right there.
Classic.
You can hear that on stage at the downtown Abacoa stage Saturday, noon. Value Milk Killer going to be at stage on the Crawfish Festival.
We need someone to dress up like a pancake. You in Ralston?
Pancake, huh?
You get to pick which costume you want to wear. Do you want to be the beaver from Buc-ee's?
Okay.
Do you want to
pretty
be
powerful.
a pancake?
Yeah.
Or do you want to be a giant sleeveless crawfish?
I'm leaning right now to the beaver from Buc-ee's.
All right.
That's a star.
Or option D, Kevin Ralston. You can walk off the stage.
No. You try to walk off, I'm dragging you
Yeah.
back on.
Yeah, save that Bucky for me. That sounds like my speed.
Okay.
Okay.
I love it.
All
That might be
right.
my speed there. So trying to get the answer here. Yes. Is it a flat top cop or is it something that you can't do? Now, we got an answer that apparently in Australia, you're not allowed to drink anything or consume anything during a traffic stop because they are afraid that you might be tampering with any kind of breathalyzer. So that's how they do it in Australia. In
It
America,
makes
I'm not sure, but it
sense.
does make sense.
I mean, it makes sense. And I mean, you should be focused on whatever the officer is saying to you. It's disrespectful to like look away and do other busy work. You know, you don't want to. Why make them mad when you can kiss their ass and maybe get out of a ticket?
How do we only have answers for Australia and not here in South
We do.
Florida?
Texts that are
What's
coming
all
in.
that
One person said, my husband of 25 years in law enforcement said, yes, you can drink.
Okay.
Just not beer.
Okay. Another one said that if we want to do a DUI, then yes, it's probably more of that they're reaching around and not keeping their hands on the steering wheel is why the officer was concerned more than it was about her drinking. They just don't like when you're digging around.
Going on, and
for
if you have a
things.
jug of water, it's probably on the floor of the passenger side. They don't know if you're reaching down there to grab a gun.
Yeah.
It's just put your hands on the wheel just to avoid any confusion.
That's why I always drive with my jug in my lap.
And this officer says, no, we do not have to tell you right away, but it is a courtesy thing on the officer's behalf to tell the person why they're being pulled over. And it does help the traffic stops to go smoother a lot of times because there's also a reason that we do not tell people sometimes depending on if it's an investigative stop. So they may not tell you right away.
But I think it does go smoother. If there's no investigation going on, letting someone know why they've been
There's
pulled over.
always an investigation. They are looking and judging and trying to figure out what you got going on. Mm-hmm. Every time. Even if they pull you over for blowing a stop sign, I guarantee you that when they walk up to your car, they have started an investigation.
A police officer once told me, too, they say if you want to go smoother and you're wearing sunglasses, take off your sunglasses.
Take off your sunglasses, put your hands on the wheel, put every window in your car down. And we also heard if it's nighttime, turn on your globe light inside your car so they can see everything you got going on in there.
Glasses off, hands on the wheel, pants off, and you're ready to go.
No, leave your pants on.
Oh, okay.
You're not allowed to bring your dong out during a stop. That's not going to help you get
Sorry,
out of
officer, I got bad information.
You might get tased.
The KVJ show told me to take my dong out.
I heard on the radio I was supposed to be pantsless. I assume that's not true by the baton that you just hit me with.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away. Cause you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
Well, Johnny Depp and Amber Heard do not like each other, and they are currently in a courtroom in Fairfax, Virginia, battling it out over this $50 million defamation trial. He's suing her, she's suing him. They are both just accusing the other of the most horrendous stuff. He claims that in March of 2015, she threw a bottle at him and caused the top of his middle finger to get severed.
Jeez.
Severed right off.
Dang.
Yeah. So yesterday in court, you had the concierge doctor from Australia testifying to what it was like because he came up to the room and they're all looking on the floor trying to find the piece of finger. They found the finger. It was in the kitchen by a bunch of broken glass. And they don't know. They're arguing. Amber Heard is saying that Johnny Depp severed his own finger, and Johnny is saying that Amber threw a bottle at him, and that's what severed the finger. I don't know how they're going to be able to prove who severed the finger, but all kinds of other people testified, including a doctor and a house manager. And people were saying that, when they came to the scene, Amber looked fine. Johnny was the one who was missing part of his finger and bleeding everywhere. But she claims that in the whole ruckus when he lost the finger, that he beat her, choked her, sexually assaulted her, left cuts all over her. And the doctor said, I didn't see any of that, but he wasn't looking for any of that. They were tending to Johnny, so I don't know. They continue to battle it out all this week. Cross-examination of Johnny, I guess, will happen tomorrow or
Isn't
today.
this televised too?
Yeah, today they're back at it.
They're back at it today. They're back at it all week,
But
probably.
Isn't some of this televised? Isn't it open to the public to watch? I thought it was. No?
I would love to watch it. If it is, let me know where I can watch it. I'm fascinated. Can I get a highlight reel, though?
Yeah, this trials move slow.
I don't know if I can sit through hours and hours and hours. Speaking of court, guess who else is in court? All of the Kardashians are currently in jury selection in their case against Black China. Now, I don't know if you remember, this was so long ago, back in 2017, Black China was dating Rob Kardashian. They have a baby together.
Okay.
And she sued all the Kardashians, saying that they shut down production of her reality show, therefore causing her more than $40 million in lost earnings and $60 million in loss of future earnings when they blackballed her. According to her, she says that they have kept her from being able to get any kind of other reality show because they've told everyone in the business not to work with Black China.
Okay.
So now they were auditioning potential jurors. You know how they talk to them and say, oh, yeah, we'll get you. We don't want you. So this guy got up there and said that he couldn't be impartial on the case because he had watched Kim Kardashian's sex tape over and over.
What?
I can't be a juror, Your Honor, because I watched Kim Kardashian's sex tape, and every time I'm looking at them, I'm not going to be able to get it out of my head.
That's as good as the sugar daddy excuse.
You're right.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Did it work?
I don't know if it worked or not, but it's pretty awesome.
That's not me. I did not. I know.
Sorry.
I know. I usually chew
Sorry,
and eat, but that wasn't me.
That was really loud in my head. I guess it was loud on the mic, too.
Oh my gosh, it was loud.
Chewing.
Sorry, yeah.
Was that ice or was
Well,
that?
I
Yeah, I
always
got
look-
stuck on my tooth.
I always look at Jay Bird because he's eating Cheetos
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, was that
He
ice?
seems like the main culprit, but this time it was actually me.
Wow.
It sounded
Yeah.
like a dog eating a bone.
I figured I owed you one.
I love it.
And are you sitting down, Jay Bird?
Yeah.
You're not going to like this.
Oh, boy.
In fact, you might leave when you hear this. Cash me outside. How about that?
I saw. You know what? I saw this. I hate it.
She paid $6 million in cash for a home in Boca. Can you
Wow.
believe
Yeah,
it?
cash. She bought the whole thing.
Cash me
As
outside.
if she's going
Cash
to the,
me outside, yeah.
She's going to the food court buying a sandwich. She's like, all right, I'll just take this house right here.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
And that's what's going on in your dirt.
Yeah, it is crazy, but I mean, you look at it. She's had some hit songs. She's had a couple on the Billboard Hot 100.
Are you trying to make him lose his mind?
I'm
He's
just
always
telling
going to
you.
defend her. He always does. I know. I get it, Kevin.
The
She's
numbers
she's a
numbers
local
add
girl.
up. I know. For everybody who's hating.
Numbers don't make it right, though, Kevin.
14 million YouTube views, 16 million Instagram followers, and she had that OnlyFans page. She made $1 million on the first day.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Look, baby, I know. I see. I get it. I clearly, I'm the minority.
Yeah. She's making it. So there you go. And I thought it was kind of cool, too, the house that she bought there in Boca. It's a pretty fancy little spot, but the cool thing about it, too, is it belonged to a former NFL player, Jean-Pierre Paul. And I believe he went to high school in Palm Beach County. I think John I. Leonard.
Oh.
Yeah.
Lancers.
Yeah. He's former Lancer. So that's who she bought the house from. All right, coming up here in just a couple of minutes, just how much money are you costing the streaming services and what is their plan to get back at you? I will let you know because they want their money because you're costing them a ton. That's going to be coming up here on the KVJ Show. Got some birthdays here today, including Maria Sharapova turning 35. Hayden Christensen, can you believe the young Darth Vader, Anakin, is now 41. He's in his 40s now.
And he's coming back to the new Obi-Wan Kenobi series on Disney. He's
that's
going to be around.
amazing. That is going to be amazing.
I hope it's going to be good.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's going to be great. If they don't blow it, it's set up to be amazing. Kate Hudson is 43 today, and James Franco turns 44. Also, we got a shout-out here. Mia Booyah. Booyah from Katie.
Aww.
Katie's daughter's 13 today.
The Booyahs, we love them.
Booyah.
Yeah. So there you go. Love Fire Dactyl.
Whoop, whoop.
Also, a belated birthday to Mary Jane, turning 13 from Mom, Dad, and Eddie. And we also got Harper having a happy 7th birthday from that tiny 2-pound baby who fit in one hand. Now you're knocking out of the park in baseball from Mom, Dad, and Hudson. And there is a photo of him there at the field.
Oh, cutie.
Yep. One of our future MLB players, I'm sure, come out of South Florida. Got a birthday, and if you want a shout out, you can let us know. It's easy to do. All you have to do is send us an email, mail@kvjshow.com. How many people's on your streaming service outside of your family? Is there anybody here on the KVJ Show that is doing this, giving out their password to non-family members?
Yeah, Rocco gave it to everybody on my street.
Oh, my goodness.
Rocco's got all the senior citizens on my street on our Netflix.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think some of your neighbors are also on my Disney Plus.
That's possible.
Yeah, this has actually become a big issue. They say that streaming services are losing $25 billion a year in unauthorized uses of passwords. They say that a lot of people are doing this. In fact, 36% of all Netflix users admit to sharing their password with someone outside of their family. The other 64% are probably lying about doing that. Netflix alone losing $6.25 billion annually.
Aw, poor Netflix.
Yeah.
It's not unauthorized, though, on my street. Like, when you say unauthorized, that sounds to me like some guy is sitting in a dark room hacking into my Netflix and stealing it. Rocco authorized our password to all of the senior citizens' neighbors that I have, that he hangs out with.
Well, I think it's unauthorized because you're not supposed to share it outside of your family. That's kind of where it is. And they say that they're now trying to crack down on people who are doing this. And one solution might be that you would have to pay an added fee for each different device that you have signed up.
They already have, like, if 3 of us start watching Netflix in the house, it gives us a message that too many people are watching Netflix.
Does it really?
Yeah. Magnolia came to me over the weekend and said, Mom, we need to up our Netflix subscription because there's too many people watching Netflix.
Oh, wow.
Well, they know we've tasted the honey and we're addicted to it. So they're going to start upping the prices and doing little things like what you're talking about. Got to pay an extra $5 a month to get that extra TV in the house to get Netflix.
I think it's going to be it, yeah, because they also have a problem too. There's these renegade websites that will sell working passwords for as little as $1 a month.
Oh.
So people can get that, and it's a legit password, I guess, maybe that they've got from other people. And so there's just so many people piling onto these streaming services.
Wow.
And they're not making all the money that they can. So they say that they are going to really start upping their efforts here in probably the next year. You can start seeing a lot of those little things where 3 people are on watching. Oh, it's going to cost you extra. You want to put a different device on to Netflix, that's going to cost you extra.
Netflix is going to end up costing you $30 a month.
Panda came home and told me something. So we switched our cell phones all from Verizon to T-Mobile because T-Mobile has a giant tower in our neighborhood.
Okay.
And we were getting really shoddy service. And so this giant tower now, we have wonderful service since we just switched this weekend. He came home and said, now with our T-Mobile, we get Netflix for free. And I was like, wait, what?
It's a trap.
How's that possible?
Sounds like a trap to
It
me.
sounds like a trap, right?
Well, a lot of times when you buy these services, they start packaging them together because they're trying to find new ways to make some money. So, you know, they'll maybe get a cut of whatever the sign-up fee was, and then, you know, that's how they're getting it.
So do I really now get Netflix for free? And then how do I get that? Oh, I'm so confused.
Yeah, and then if you're still paying for it,
Yeah.
then you got to make sure you have to go cancel it.
Right.
And then how long's that for? Because as soon as you cancel it, whatever the free period is going to run out.
Exactly.
You're like, no, I don't have Netflix. What's going on here?
When does the free start? When do I stop paying? It broke my brain.
Yeah, I get you. So, I don't know. They're trying to crack down because of the amount of money that they're losing. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to do that. All right, we got 2 truths and a lie here for you. Can you pick out who the liar is today? All right, we got stories from Jaybird, Denny's, and Suits coming up. We're going to start off with our first story here from Denny's, who is going to tell us a tale. Is there truth to it, or is he telling us a lie? Okay, what you got, Denny's?
So back in high school, I always hated when our classrooms had bathrooms in the classroom because then everybody can see you go to the bathroom, and then depending on how long you can take, they're always guessing whether you're going number 1 or number 2. So it's always the worst, and you hate to use it.
I hated it too, man.
Well, so
That's when you got a speed poo.
you got to be quick, and I consider myself pretty quick. Well, so one morning my stomach was just killing me, and class was kind of shuffling in and getting situated. And I knew once we started class, I wasn't going to be able to run to the bathroom without everybody seeing it. So I figured, all right, let me try to use the shuffle. So I go in there, and I'm real quick. I can hear class starting, and I'm like Kevin. I'm just in and out. Well, so probably about near the end of it, I hear knocking on it. I'm like, oh, my God, somebody's knocking on the door. It's one of the other classmates. So I hurry up. I move the trash can that I put in the way just in case. And I open it, and it's one of the kids, Ralph, from my class. And he's like, oh, hurry up, And I'm like, oh, my gosh, what are you saying this? Everybody's going to know what I was doing in here, right?
Yeah.
So I slink over back to my desk, and he's in there. Well, we hear this loud clanking and this crash, and he comes out of the bathroom, and everyone's laughing at him because it sounded like something went wrong in there. But I think it was because I moved that trash can in front of the door. So he comes out, and probably the best-looking girl in our class starts approaching the bathroom. And I'm like, oh, my gosh. She's going to know I blew this thing up, right? So she goes in there, and I'm watching the bathroom, not even paying attention to class, and I see her come out, and she's laughing. She runs to her group of friends, and they're all just giggling. And I go, oh, my gosh, they're going to know that I blew this thing up. And she is talking, and the teacher's like, what's so interesting? Tell everybody what's so interesting. And she goes, Ralph blew up the bathroom.
Ralph!
And Ralph's like, no, it was Denny's, trying to blame it. I'm like, whatever, Ralph. And
Whoever denied it supplied it.
Exactly. Well, so for about a week, he was really pushing this, that I blew up the bathroom, but everybody kind of thought it was Ralph or whatever. So we're in class, and he's kind of sick one day. And the teacher's like, are you all right? He's like, I'm feeling fine. He turns and he pukes all into the trash can. And everybody's like, Ralph's Ralphin'. So he developed this I guess, reputation for just having bodily functions in this class. So we got all of the heat off of me, thankfully.
The throw up would get the heat off of you.
Oh, and from then on, it was just, hey, what's up, Ralph? How everybody said his name. So thankfully, I managed to skirt out of that one. But that was a close call. Or I could have been blamed for it.
All right, okay. Is that a true story?
It felt real.
Yeah,
Felt
I can
real,
see that.
didn't it?
Poor Ralph. He's probably living that today. And he was going around trying to convince everybody, and then he yaks in a trash can.
It's not a good campaign for him.
His name's
Not. He did it all wrong.
Yeah, tough break. All right, Bird, what story you got for us here today?
When I was in the first grade, I had some issues going on, and things were not going well, and I had developed a friendship with an imaginary friend named Bebo Y.
Okay.
And Bebo Y kept coming to class with me, and I was a really well-behaved kid. I never would talk in class. Getting the name on the board was something that you just, oh my gosh, that was the end of the world for me.
Yeah.
But I was talking to Bebo Y and got my name on the board, and I tried to explain that to the teacher, and she thought I was being a smart aleck. So long story short, the week progressed, and I was talking to Bebo Y again and spilled some paint, and my teacher got very pissed off because it ruined part of the art project. We got the principal involved, and all of this led to a meeting with my mom about an imaginary friend named Bebo Y, and they suggested a lot of therapy for me.
You probably should still be in therapy.
Damn.
I'm in therapy. It's good for you.
It is.
Yeah.
Better help.
No shame in this game.
Oh, dog, you think I haven't done therapy? Believe me, I've beaten I win every time. Like, we can't help
Undefeated.
You saved the princess?
They go, yeah, get out of here, crazy. You win. We just know. You make
We can't help you.
Yeah, we can't help you.
We quit.
We tap out.
All right, Suits, let's hear what your story is today.
Well, actually, this one's from this past weekend. It was Easter weekend, but in my family, it was Passover. And it's been a while since we've actually celebrated a Passover because my family kind of goes through these routines where they're all fighting with each other.
So are you saying you typically Passover?
Pretty much, yeah. In fact, I think we've passed over for about the last 5 years, so it was really weird to have a Passover dinner. I didn't get to watch the NASCAR race because of it, so it kind of interfered with plans. I know, right? How dare they?
Yeah.
So we went to this dinner, and we were talking, and my cousin made this dish that I've never had before. And I had mentioned how, because they know I don't eat a lot of things. It's been a long time since I've been there. I mentioned
You eat
how,
like Rocco.
Pretty much. But I mentioned how I've been getting more into seafood, that I'm starting to like that. They're like, so why don't you try this? It's called gefilte fish.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. It's a bold move.
I don't know really much about it. I've heard that name before, but I figured, all right, what the heck? It's fish. I'll try it. It was so horrible, and the only thing I could think is it was like I was playing around of Do It, Bitch. Do not throw up this fish sitting at the table.
Yeah.
I just swallow it. You can do this. You can do this, and then I couldn't do it. I turned and I right on the floor spit up the fish.
At Passover?
Yes, at Passover. I ended up having to clean it up off the floor afterward. But
you have an immediate gag reaction.
I can't help it. It's like I'll chew it, but it's as if I don't think I can swallow the food when it tastes that bad.
That gefilte fish. Gefilte?
Gefilte, whatever it was the worst thing I've ever had. I felt like I was playing around of Do It, Bitch.
Ugh.
It was terrible.
Wow.
We should get that for Do It, Bitch, though. You can buy it in the store. It's fish that comes in a jar.
Yeah, it's nasty.
It's shelf-stable fish. Just say that out loud.
Yeah, but
it's disgusting.
Your aquatic ass will like it. Oh, fish.
It's a different level.
It's a different level. I draw the line at canned or jarred seafood.
I didn't know it came in a jar. I just had it once it was prepared. Either way, I couldn't help myself, and I threw it up right there at the table.
It's tough. It's repulsive.
Yeah. Okay, so which one of these is a lie? We got Denny's putting the heat on Ralph for his dump.
That's a quick headline, which really tells the whole story.
Yeah. Jaber got in trouble talking to his imaginary friend at school. And Suits spit the gefilte fish back up at Passover dinner. So which one of these stories do you think, Virginia, is not truthful?
I don't know. Something's just telling me Suits and the Passover story. I don't know.
You know what? I'm kind of feeling that too.
All of them were good. All of them were funny.
Yeah.
But I'm leaning towards Suits and the gefilte fish.
I've heard a little bit about Bebo Y before. So I know of that imaginary friend Jaybird had. That at least was legit.
Bebo Y, he has been on the roster.
Yeah.
You guys remember Bebo?
Yeah. You've talked about him before.
Yeah.
Dude, we've talked about everything.
Yeah, I know. This bit's kind of running to its end.
Okay, so and Denny's, that seems like that would fit, and those kind of things do happen. So I am going to go with Suits. Right now, you've got 32% of people thinking it's Suits, but he's in last place. People think it's Denny's that's telling the lie with 35% and Jaber with 34%. So it's super close.
It is.
People are massively confused and just don't even know where to go with this.
All right, boys, good job.
It's anybody's game.
That's right. So you got everybody guessing. Okay, so who is our liar today on Two Truths and a Lie?
You saw through my gefilte fish.
Oh, we got you.
Like I'm going to try gefilte fish.
Wow.
K&V. Couldn't trick him today.
I thought I had you guys. Nah.
This is the first time we've ever been perfect, and we nailed it.
You guys did.
Yeah, you got me.
Yeah. Look at us, Kevin.
Very nice.
We're getting better with age.
Yeah.
You did good, kids. You did good.
I think we've heard about all their stories, Virginia. I think that's really kind of what's going on.
Right.
We just heard them all. Well, we were telling you yesterday about Allegra Miles. She is a singer from West Palm Beach who is on American Idol trying to make the final cuts. They had done the top 10, and sadly, she was not in it. But then they did something where they were going to take 4 additional artists, and that's when Allegra got to perform a little Tom Petty, another Florida artist, Free Fallin'.
I wanna glide down over my Holland. I wanna write her name in the sky. Gonna free fall out into nothing. I'm gonna leave.
performance of the night thus far. There you go. So 19-year-old Allegra Miles is still in it. She's one of the final 14 contestants on this season of American Idol.
It's crazy how they're still doing these music shows.
I know, right? That's still around. The Voice
know.
is still around. They're still cranking. And I guess there's a voting component of it because people said you could vote for her all the way up till 9 a.m. yesterday. So
Okay.
seems like if she's going to stay in it, we're going to have to pick up the voting to get her to win it.
And this is on American Idol, you said?
Yeah, she did The Voice last year.
Did anything wacky or crazy happen with Katy Perry?
There's no way I'm going to watch that show, so I can't even tell you. Yeah.
It's very hammy.
Yeah.
If you're a vegetarian, you cannot watch because it is so damn hammy.
Pretty heavy.
If you want to watch, see how Allegra Miles does in her journey on American Idol, it is on Sundays and Mondays at 8 p.m. And I'm not even sure the network anymore. Can you tell me? Is it ABC?
I think it is.
It was Fox and it went to ABC, right?
It's NB Fox.
Okay, great. All right. So we'll watch it there.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away. Cause you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
Well, it looks like the drug dealer that supplied the drugs that ended up taking the life of Mac Miller had his day in court. He was sentenced yesterday to almost 11 years in prison because of the fentanyl that he had put into the drugs. And I guess Mac Miller thought he was doing oxycodone, which is like a pain pill. And instead, there were counterfeit oxycodones that had a bunch of fentanyl in them. And that's what killed him. And that is so sad and scary. And
It is.
man, too many people. So, yeah, 11 years in prison almost for this drug dealer, and maybe this will stop it from happening.
No, I don't know about that. But, you know, hey, I mean, at least they're letting them know that these penalties are going to be very severe. And if somebody does OD, because this fentanyl is no joke.
And when you're taking a pill and you think it's an oxycodone because you've looked it up and, wow, the numbers, the color, the shape looks like an oxycodone, you don't know if it's counterfeit. If you didn't get it from Walgreens or CVS or Walmart pharmacy, you don't know what the hell you're taking because these counterfeit pills look like the real pharmaceutical.
Get it from Walmart, get it from Walgreens. Don't get it from Wally down the street.
Yes. Not Wally.
No.
Scary stuff out there. Just know it's rampant. People that are dropping dead from fentanyl and not realizing they're taking fentanyl. Auntie Dick had a rough night and got a visit from the cops. He was doing a live stream on, was it Facebook Live? And all of a sudden, like, it went down. One of his roommate's friend pulled out a gun while they're on live stream.
Wow.
And you can hear somebody yelling, "Don't shoot, don't shoot." So they had to send cops over to figure out what the heck was going on. And we still don't have a clear picture, but it's always some kind of ridiculous drama with Andy Dick.
And this wasn't set up to get more publicity for his... I mean...
Are you seeing through this?
I don't know.
Are you calling BS?
Who knows?
Who knows? That is it. None of us know. It's always crazy around Andy Dick. We do know that. And finally here, Lizzo is in a relationship. She was talking with Andy Cohen and admitted that the guy that she's been spotted with, there may be love.
Okay.
You were photographed in L.A. in February at Craig's with a mystery man. Are you guys still together?
Whoa! Yeah, whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
whatever, yeah.
Was that person at SNL to see you?
Yeah.
Okay, wow. Yeah, she had a big night on Saturday Night Live. She was performing. I think she did some skits, too.
Yeah, I think she was the host and the musical guest. So good for her.
Yeah.
And that's what's going on in your dirt.
All right, time for another round of Do It, Bitch.
Listen up, y'all, cause here's the sitch. It's time for another round of Do It, Bitch. Do it, bitch.
Yeah.
Do it, bitch.
That's
do it,
right.
Bitch. Do it. Do
Do
it.
it.
Do
Do
it,
it.
bitch.
That's right. Okay. Going to pick out our teams here. We got Virginia, Jaybird, Denny's, and Suits all in the mix here today. Denny's going to be drawing out his partner. Denny's, who do you got?
I got to Virginia.
Okay.
Oh, my goodness.
We've kind of been a team for the past 24 hours as homie's been fixing my phone.
It's almost back.
We've been in constant communication. Phone still not fixed.
Yeah, well, me and Suits kind of have a good thing going on right now, too. We both like macaroni and cheese. So.
Oh, okay. That's a good start. All right, so who's going to be the gambler for Team VD?
How you feeling?
I'll go. I gambled last week, so
All right.
I'll guess.
Virginia,
Okay.
I guess I'll gamble.
Okay. Jaybird, what do you think about with you and Suits?
And I'll guess because I gambled last week, too. Make it
Suits is
fair.
All
Yeah.
right. Head-to-head competition with the bird.
Oh, boy.
Okay. All right, so here we go. We got Team Virginia and Denny's going to be starting us off here. It is a best of 5 that we're going to be doing. Denny's is the gambler. So the question is for you, Denny's. How many different types of dancing can Virginia name in 10 seconds?
Types of dancing.
Types of dancing, types of dances. Yes.
I am going to crazily kick it off at 7. I think there's 7 different types of dances that Virginia can name.
Okay, I like that, going big. We're at 7 right now.
Kevin just likes it because you went fast.
I do,
He wants
yeah.
the game to be over.
No, I just like to keep the momentum moving, Virginia.
I know you do.
That's
You're
right.
Pick it up, Kev.
That's it. Yeah, I got to keep this pacing going here. Some people take too long to come up with their answers, Virginia.
I know. It's me.
All right, let's see here. Suits, what do you think about with Jaybird? We're at 7 right now.
I mean, that's a lot of types of dancing. Man, Denny should put me in a box. I'm going to say do it.
Okay, Virginia, you got to name 7 in 10 seconds here. Types of dancing, go.
Two-step, East Coast swing, West Coast swing, Venetian waltz, square dancing, break dancing, merengue, salsa, tango.
I got you at like 10.
Wow.
Yeah, I got 9 there,
Aced it.
solid.
Yeah, you aced
I
that.
figured you knew a lot of dances.
Look at me. I'm a pro.
Suits, I could have gone real deep on that one. I could have gone deep.
I didn't even bring up my favorite, twerking.
I was
I
waiting for
know.
twerking.
Yeah.
Moonwalking.
Twerking. He did the 2 steps.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
It's a quick 1-0 for Team VD.
Oh, my God.
It's this game.
VD. Not a good team name, by the way.
Team VD.
All right, putting the pressure on Jaybird and Suits. The next topic is types of cheese.
Oh, gosh. I know you.
Suits, how many types of cheese can Jaybird name in 10 seconds?
I'm going to start out at 7.
7 types of cheese in 10 seconds. Denny's, what do you think about with Virginia?
7 types of cheese. That is a doable amount of cheese. 8. Can Virginia do 8? I believe in Virginia. I think she can do 8 types of cheese.
We're pushing this one.
But I mean,
Oh, man.
cheese. You guys love
man.
cheese.
Okay, Suits, do you trust that
I mean,
Jaybird can do
Bird.
more than 8?
He loves his cheese. Oh, man, it's so many.
So many.
I got to have faith in the bird. I'm going to go 9.
9 types of cheeses. He's got to name in
That's a
10
lot of
seconds.
cheese.
Denny's, what about
I'm going to say,
Virginia?
do it, bird.
Oh, gosh. Stop, everyone, stop talking. My brain, please let me go.
9 in 10 seconds. Types of cheese. Your time begins now, Bird.
Swiss, American, Gouda, Provolone, Cheddar, mozzarella, Brie, Sargento, smoked Gouda, smoked Swiss.
I mean, with smoked Gouda, I got 8.
Yeah, Smoke Gouda got me to 8.
I didn't count Sargento because that's a brand.
Yeah.
Right.
We're at 8. 1 short.
Oh!
1 short.
Dude, why didn't you just sing your song called Cheese?
I did. I said all of those.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Why do you
Provolone,
worry
Swiss
about?
cheddar.
Yell at your
You're
husband.
not doing it right. Dummy.
Yeah. Good Lord.
Oh, man, what a hole. Jaybird and Suits are now in. Down 2-0.
What a hole. Like a slice of Swiss.
Oh, now he comes alive.
Well, I think 8. Get out of here.
That's so much
Get off my
cheese.
face, lady. Eight's a lot.
That's so hard.
You blew it.
One short. Sorry.
Big dummy.
Second place is the first loser.
Such a gracious winner. Isn't she great?
Okay.
Gosh.
Team VD can put it away if they get this one. It's going to be all over. A clean
Come
sweep.
on, venereal disease. Let's go.
Fingers crossed for VD.
The room's spinning.
He's got that old man vertigo.
I think it's you.
All right. For this, I am going to go with things that melt. Things that melt.
Oh my gosh, there's so much.
Okay. All right, Denny's. How many things that melt can Virginia name in 10 seconds?
I think Virginia can name 6.
6. Okay. Suze, what do you think about Jaybird?
I think Bird can name 7.
7. Okay. Denny's. What do you think here with Virginia?
I'm gonna say do it.
Oh,
We'll see.
gosh, I'm so rattled right now. I'm so sure.
Bird's got to do 7 in 10 seconds or the game is over. Things that melt. Your time begins now.
Ice cream, ice, snow. You've got chocolate, candy bars. You've got cake, whipped cream, igloos, ice on birds.
I mean, it's tricky.
Are we taking cake?
Cake and then ice on birds. I got 8.
We're not taking ice on birds.
No.
Cake igloos. I mean, they're in the Arctic.
What are you piping
Do
down?
they
You're-
melt?
I
you're
think
up
to count
nothing.
cake, it would have needed to have been ice cream cake.
Well, he said, so I heard the ice cream in the beginning.
Ice cream
He said
originally.
ice and ice cream.
Ice and
So,
ice
yeah.
cream.
If you left out a cake in the sun, I feel like there's some frostings out there that would melt. If you left a cake out in the sun, it's gonna melt.
Whipped
A
cream I
chocolate-
give you.
a
We
chocolate-
gave you whipped cream. We would have given you frosting had you said
a
it.
chocolate cake wouldn't melt in the sun.
Not the cake part.
Does it melt?
If you had
like a candle melts, it becomes liquid. Does a cake
Yeah.
become liquid?
It's
No.
not melting, unlike your case.
Yeah. Okay. He needed to have 7. And
7.
Yeah.
Cake would have given him 7, right? Is that where we were? Cake would have given him 7.
I believe
so. That
so.
would put him at 6.
We'll see what the chat room's saying, but I think he's right under.
Yeah.
I just
I mean, I don't know if I
just-
count igloo.
I've lost my fight. Give me the punishment.
Just saying, igloo's tricky.
Bird is rattled.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
only got so much.
All right. Yeah, I think we got a falling short. I think we have a clean sweep here.
Wow.
We gotta wait till after this commercial break, though, because I know something.
Just don't see any wiggle room on this one.
Suits, how dare you believe in me?
Yeah, I know.
How dare you?
Okay. All right. So there we go. We are talking about a clean sweep and a win for Virginia and Denny's Team VD with the victory. So Jaybird and Suits, you've got a punishment to pay off here today. And people have been wondering because somebody had actually sent this for us for a punishment. Denny's, if you could hand me one of those.
Panchita.
Panchita,
Oh,
thank you very much.
Panchita. She's
Yeah.
so sweet.
She is.
She had sent us boxes of these crickets. It's a little snack box, and in it, it's got different flavored crickets. You can see the crickets right there through the box.
Oh, and they're flavored crickets.
Yeah, like this one's salt and vinegar.
Salt and vinegar crickets.
There's nothing worse on the planet than having an overconfident Virginia when she's not on your side.
It's tough, yeah. This has 7 crickets in it. One pack has 7 crickets.
That's
right
a lot
there.
of crickets.
Oh,
it.
gosh. And I can hear Ralston dropping down into the key of smug. Just, God,
Yeah.
I hate this.
Yeah, let's get Suits in here. Because he's got a little snack. You know, they're saying this could be the food of the future.
Oh my gosh, Suits is gonna barf like it's gefilte fish.
Denny's, could you please film?
Good news, it's only got 4.3 calories.
Oh,
Yeah.
So it's like a salad.
Well, there's different flavors. There's bacon and cheese. Bleh. There's sour cream and onion. And what do you got?
Salt and vinegar. Do you want that? I'll let you choose.
I'll go
throw that
salt
back
and
into the
vinegar.
mix.
So how many we got to eat? The whole box?
Whole packet.
The whole
packet.
box?
That's
Whole
a
packet,
lot.
yeah.
You know, Virginia
It's
lost.
gotta be a solid mouthful.
One.
I'd be complaining.
It'd be one cricket she'd eat.
Yeah.
You're not saying it right. It's cricket.
Okay.
Oh, no. Gosh, she
Cricket.
is so annoying.
Cricket.
Yeah.
Hey, Cal, Jaybir's got to eat a cricket.
cricket.
Quack, quack, quack.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. All right, let's go ahead and knock down these crickets, see how they taste. Is it the food of the future? Could you do it? Probably just thinking that, you're not really eating crickets and
Which
those weird
one?
buggy eyes. And
You got sour cream and
legs.
onion. What do you want, Suits?
All right, we got. I like sour cream and onion chips.
Okay.
Go with that.
Just imagine the
guess-
sour cream and onion chips.
Yeah.
I think that's all you got to do
Cricket chip.
here. Yeah. Just imagine that's what you
boy.
got. Okay.
I do not like bugs of any kind.
Tender tummy's
Yeah.
gonna vomit.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
we're the tender tummy twins.
I can't wait to watch. I just want to see if Suits can get it down or not.
Oh, I mean, look at that.
Yeah.
So, I recommend you just dump them all in your mouth and
Yeah.
All of
chew.
them.
That's the best way to do it, yeah, because
Yeah.
you got to take
Yeah.
down the whole packet.
Kevin wants the bit to be over quicker.
You ready for this?
Go.
Okay.
Hold on. All right, here we go. Show the audience.
Okay.
Ooh.
Down the hatch.
Down the hatch, baby. Okay. They're chewing. Come on, Suits.
Okay.
Just chew. Just chew.
What do
You
you
can
think?
do it.
What do you
Power
think?
through it.
Suits is doing all right with it. He's not recoiling or regurgitating.
Well, I got legs stuck in my tooth.
Yeah, that's kind of the weird, crazy thing about it.
Suits is kind of liking
Suits is
it.
doing
it
all
kind
right.
of tastes like sour cream and onion, but I feel bits of bug in my mouth. So
Yeah.
it's really.
The flavor's there, the texture's not.
Do you think if you had to, you could make that part of your diet?
If I had to, yes.
Right.
Do I want to? No.
No.
It's like really bland sour cream and onion.
See, what they
Okay.
did was
Yeah.
they really they put so much flavor on. Oh, I have so much teeth.
You have so much teeth.
I mean, I have so much leg. I mean,
Oh my gosh, why do I have so many teeth?
We can knock one
Yeah,
out.
we can take care of that. I got another bit. You've lost one before.
Yeah, didn't you do that tail
Can we
end of
get the
last
rat
year?
trap?
Can we get the rat traps in here? Jaybir's got too many teeth.
this dude bitch around's got me shook.
Yeah, you're a little rattled.
Oh my God.
Yeah. A little rattled over there. Well, thank you, Panchita.
Yes.
If you would like to send in a punishment for Do It Bitch, you can do that.
Anytime. We take suggestions.
Am I the jerk? People are asking the question here in these emails. Sometimes people will be like, you're a jerk. And you're going, really? I don't think that's that bad. If you ever wind up in that situation, just send us an email at mail@kvjshow.com. This person had that happen when they went to a charity raffle, and they want to know, are they a jerk for keeping their winnings? It says here, my wife and I were at a charity event where they had a 50-50 raffle, and I only bought one ticket but ended up winning. It was just over $500, which I could definitely use. Well, my wife said that it is customary to donate that money then back to the charity itself. Well, I think it's the charity's way of thanking you for supporting them. So I told her she was crazy, and I kept every penny. She said that, look, you only bought a ticket for $1, so you really didn't do much of a favor, and you didn't really do anything to deserve that money. You're okay. She says that I embarrassed her and that I was being a jerk. I've never heard this. Was I wrong, and am I a jerk for keeping the money?
Look, I deal with this a lot with little smiles. There's always a 50-50, and it can go one of two ways. The person either gives it back to the charity or the person keeps it and they're just so happy they won. I would say half the time they give it to the charity and half the time they don't.
So, but what
It is not considered the norm to give it. If you don't want to give it, you don't have to.
Do people look down on you if they don't? Do you,
Apparently, your wife does.
Do you hear people in the background going, "Oh, he's not giving it. He's not giving it to little smiles. He's keeping it."
No, I rarely hear that. What I do hear, though, is thunderous applause from the whole room when the person says they want to give their winnings to the charity.
Well, and you know what? The wife probably wanted that.
Yes.
She is probably upset because he robbed her of her moment.
That's possible.
And that's why she's upset. And she's saying, you're a real big jerk for keeping that $500. Like, $500 is worth it for me to get my moment. I don't get many of these moments.
Especially if she has friends that they might have donated money to if they won.
Right.
And if she's the one that's not donating back.
And sometimes you got to look at the whole scenario, too. Are you there because you bought your ticket, or are you the guest of somebody who's watching you to see what you do? Like, you really have to take everything into account. Your wife, is she watching you to see what you do? And she wants you to give the money back. I mean, at the end of the day, you got to be able to sleep at night with what your decision was. And if your wife's going to be pissed because you kept the $500, I think it's smarter to give it back.
Okay. Yeah, and I think that's what she's trying to say. And what do they say about the happy wife, happy life?
Yeah, you know, you falling in line over there.
Yeah, he sounds so happy when he recites that line. You know that thing, happy life. It sounds like Eeyore. Happy life, happy life.
Okay, what about this one? It says, am I a jerk for giving a home gym as an anniversary present? This Friday is my 5th wedding anniversary, and I decided to get my husband a home gym. My family thinks it is really rude and is not a gift that you give for an anniversary. Knowing that he has gained weight and is struggling to lose it, I thought it was a perfect gift. Now, we've often talked about this, and we said you typically don't want to do this unless they've asked for the equipment. And it doesn't sound like this is a situation where they have asked for it. You believe that they should lose the weight. Now, you may say, I'm legitimately concerned about their health and wellness, and I love them, and this is what they need to do. But it's tough to give equipment to somebody who's unwilling to work out.
How do people not understand this? If somebody doesn't ask for gym equipment and they're struggling with their weight, your dumbass don't buy them gym equipment.
We've talked about this many times.
Yeah, if somebody is wanting to lose weight and they want that piece of gym equipment, you know they want to buy it and they've been talking about it, then you buy it for them. Is it that hard?
No, it's not, because people are trying to get out of giving a gift that the person would like. You know you have to buy the home gym too, so you're trying to save money by doubling up and, oh, it's a home gym and it's your gift.
Yeah.
No.
I think people are doing you a favor by saying this is, not good and you're being kind of a jerk if you get it. I kind of agree with them. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, we're all on the same page. If the person didn't ask for the home gym is not a nice gift.
I don't know. Becca in the chat room says, nah, that's a perfect gift. Health needs to be normalized. I don't know, Becca. I don't think.
Not if the person doesn't want it. A gift should be something that the person wants.
Yeah, and I would tell you, too, I've worked out and have for quite a while. There's just different forms that people like, too. There's many ways to be healthy. Some people would prefer to swim, jog, ride a bike, whatever it is you want to do. And, if somebody gets you a gym, now there's like an obligation, and you may not like that form of working out and being healthy and moving your body. So that's the other reason why I would say, even if you're doing that for somebody that really loves it, make sure that it would be something that they want, they've asked for. Say, I really would love one of those Pelotons. Please give it for me. Then get it for him. You're not a jerk then.
I don't know. You might have a heart attack like Big, and then your wife won't call 911.
But it's not on you because they asked for it.
And then you're big and you get canceled.
Could you give me a heart attack machine? This email says, am I the jerk for dancing with another man? It says, over the weekend, I went out with some friends, my husband and some of his friends. We were at a bar with a live band, and my husband wouldn't dance with me. He hates dancing. Well, one of his friends asked me to dance, and I said, yeah, why not? I wanted to dance. Seemed harmless. We've known this guy for a few months, and he's very nice. Well, my husband got very upset and said it was disrespectful and embarrassing to him. I think he's overreacting. I love my husband, but I also love dancing. And if he won't dance with me, I should be able to dance with someone else. Now my husband doesn't want us talking to this guy anymore.
Oh, boy.
Was I being a jerk, or is it my husband?
There's a lot of wrong on this whole thing.
This is tricky.
There's a stake on both sides, in my opinion.
This happens a lot. When I was a club DJ in a country music and western nightclub, I saw this a lot. You'll have a girl that loves to dance, loves it. And you'll have a guy that's like, I'm not dancing, I'm too tough to dance. Dancing's for sissies. And so she's like, fine then, I'm going to go dance with somebody that wants to dance. It causes all kinds of drama all the time because the guy that doesn't want to dance is going to be just sitting there on the side of the dance floor seething, watching his woman smile and twirl around with some other dude who has his hands all over your woman.
There was something in the whole thing that kind of sticks out to me. They've only known him for a few months. He's not I agree, because if you're dating someone or is with someone that loves to dance and you don't want to dance, well, then they still want to dance, and they should dance. That's their passion. You got to be careful who you're dancing with. And a new guy in the circle of friends. Clearly, he's not that tight because he's already been kicked out of the circle of friends.
Yeah.
But also too, if your lady likes to dance a lot, maybe learn a couple dances. Sometimes you got to do things you're not comfortable doing.
Absolutely.
In a relationship, no?
Yeah. He's putting his wife in a really unfair position because you won't dance and you don't want her dancing with anybody else. And it sounds like these kinds of dances are couples dances. And, you just have to have a piece where you got to say either I'm going to get out there and dance with my wife or I've got to learn to be cool with her dancing with other people.
Look, if dancing with your wife is important and you guys are married, you should learn how to dance a little bit for your wife, if it means that much to her, in my opinion.
And Carmen Sita in the chat room said, look, Spanish people dance with everyone and it's super harmless. And so, in the Spanish culture, that kind of dancing, and hey, that's some sexy dancing a lot of times. So, hey, you got to learn to either dance or not be all butthurt if your wife wants to.
It's because it's the new guy, and the husband doesn't like him like the wife likes him. Jake, he's a nice guy. He's so funny. Jake's a great guy. He'd never want to sleep with me. And the husband sees Jake for what he is, so there's that. There's a lot going on here.
Oh, Jake has his meat hooks all over her, too. When they're dancing, a hand accidentally, grabbed her butt.
Oh, Jakey's new in the game. Jakey's single. Yeah, she calls him Jakey every now and then when he makes a funny. Yeah, the husband hates him.
Yeah. The husband is taking a really bad stance here that is going to breed resentment from his wife, and it's going to damage your marriage. So
totally.
If you care about it, step up, dog. One of two things got to happen. You dance or you let her dance.
Look, we all got to learn to dance.
That's right.
From a certain point of view, Virginia.
Any other thoughts? Send us a text, 877-979-WRMF, or you can always send us your emails too with Am I the Jerk? Mail at kvjshow.com. I thought this was rather interesting. You got Jay-Z right there, and apparently there was a little more to 50 Cent being a part of the Super Bowl halftime show.
Yeah, unpack this for me, because I was reading this morning in the dirt, and I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, okay, so, you knew you were going to have Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Mary J. Blige, Kendrick Lamar, all that kind of stuff. And then, boom, 50 Cent, comes crawling out of the ceiling during the Super Bowl halftime show. You're like, oh, okay, well, there's 50 Cent. All
like
right.
a snake looking for a rat.
Yes. Now, what the story is, it came out on a hip-hop podcast, and there's this rapper that's claiming that Jay-Z, along with his company Rock Nation, are responsible for choosing the acts for the halftime show. And he said that Jay-Z was given an ultimatum by Eminem saying, if you want me, 50's going to be there. If not, I'm not a part of it. And they wanted Eminem bad enough that they're like, all right, let 50 Cent hang from the rafters. And that's how he got into the Super Bowl halftime show.
Interesting.
Yeah. So apparently it was Eminem standing up for his boy, and they were a package deal.
I mean, people did love the 50 Cent part, so it wasn't like he was bringing along dead weight.
Right, I agree. If it was a part where you're going, gosh, that really kind of ruined the halftime show, then Eminem deserves heat. But yeah, people seem to like it, and it seemed to add to it. So, but that's how, if you wondered why 50 Cent was a part of it, you got to thank Eminem for it, apparently.
There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Oh, this is not real good. I don't know if this is worse news for American men or American women. There's a new study that ranked the size of men's junk in 86 different countries around the world. And American men ranked 59th on that
60?
list out of 86.
Oh.
USA.
Wow.
USA.
So there was only 27 countries out there that have smaller junk size than American men.
Look, kind of the middle of the pack, right?
No. Bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah. 5.35 inches, they say, is the average for American men. So, and if you're below that, oh boy, man, oh man, you're on the smaller end of a small nation. That's tough. Those are hard numbers, Virginia.
Yeah, they are.
Ecuador is first, 6.93. Cambodia is last, just under 4 inches.
Okay, so that's where you got to move to.
Ecuador is number 1. So if you're not packing, don't go to Ecuador.
Yeah, you would stand out.
And then Cambodia.
And maybe, hey, if you're an American man and you're under the 5.35, move to Cambodia because you'll look great.
Ecuadong's the first one.
That's it.
Ecuador.
That's it. There's a high school teacher in Texas that has been fired and faces up to a year in jail for allegedly screening porn on a projector during class.
On purpose?
No. Kevin Welchel was watching porn on his laptop at Klein Collins High School in Houston when it started showing on the classroom projector, seemingly by accident.
Dude.
Yeah, and apparently a lot of the students really love this dude, and they said, no, he would never do that. He's a great guy. He just did the wrong thing at the wrong place, and technology did him in. And in addition to losing his job, he was criminally charged with display of harmful material to a minor, which is a misdemeanor punishable by up to a year in jail and a fine of $4,000.
Now, was he legit watching porn during his shift?
Yeah.
It wasn't an accident. This was something he was doing.
Well, it's what you believe. He's saying it was an accident.
He may be a great teacher, but that is the poorest of judgment.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, dude, I can't defend you.
But what if it was...
Even if it was an accident.
Yeah.
You can't watch porn while you're teaching.
No.
Well, no, but I'm saying, what if it just pulled up like his history on his computer or something, and it pulled it up on accident?
That could happen.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, if he went to just Google something and it just Googled the last thing he searched for.
You got to always clear your history.
Big booby broads.
I love Virginia. You can tell Virginia hasn't heard or seen a porn since 1987.
I know, right? Where's that name? What is that?
It was a more innocent time.
That is such a 1980s term for a porn.
There's a woman that's facing a drug charge after police found 229 pounds of marijuana inside the car she abandoned on a Tennessee bridge when her vehicle ran out of gas. If you've got 230 pounds of weed in your car, check the gas gauge.
You better make sure you don't run out.
So the car's just sitting there, and the officers are like, let's see why this person's broken down. And they're going, do you smell that? And he's like, oh my gosh. The strong odor of marijuana is just seeping out of the vehicle. And then when they searched it, they found $17,800 in the boxes containing all the marijuana, 229 pounds.
Wow.
So they made it real hard for him.
Yeah. Easy find. A 53-year-old woman with a learner's permit was practicing her driving skills at a cemetery in Boston on Saturday when she crashed through 8 granite headstones.
Oh my gosh. 8 of them?
8. She mowed down 8
How fast were you going? Those things are solid.
I guess she doesn't understand gas from brake.
Damn, girl.
She's all gas, no brakes. You heard the saying, Virginia. It's not clear she's going to be facing reckless driving charges or not. There's a man who's renovating his home in the UK that found a relic in the walls. It was a letter from a 14-year-old girl who used to live there in 1982. And at the end of the letter, it says, I hope the world is a better place by the time you see this. I like to think it will be.
Nice dreaming, kid.
Yeah, I don't know. How are we doing? 1982 to now?
I don't know.
Take me back to 82.
Yeah, I don't know.
We can tell by your references.
Yeah, I want to watch Big Booby Broads, and I want it to be a simpler time.
That's the year it came out.
When the porn was great. Oh, take me back.
Back in my day.
Take me back. They say 92% of managers think an employee who turns their camera off during video calls is not engaged or possibly not even paying attention.
What makes you say that?
And I wonder because I was on a call the other day, about 8 of us, and there was only 2 of us that had our cameras on. I was one of them, and I'm like, what about these other 6 people? Like, are they really even here?
Exactly.
What's going on?
Oh, the one's probably pooping, other one's eating.
It could be, too, that they have kids and they're at home. That's what I turned mine off because I have Rocco.
Oh, the fact that they even have that feature on there is amazing. I didn't watch a lot of our Zoom meetings.
Yeah, so I was on this call, and it was, it was a work call, and so I had the camera on, and I hear somebody's at my door.
Uh-oh, you got to put it on mute.
It's one of my neighbors, yeah. And, I have that window that's right there. It's right by the front door. And so now what happens is they catch me in there, sitting there, so I can't hide. So now the neighbor's just standing there looking in the window at me working, and I'm on this call, and I'm like, gosh, I can't get up and leave because it was something where I was supposed to be latched onto every word. So I'm like, oh, what to do? So I put my camera on the mute thing, and then they're probably like, well, what is this guy doing now all of a sudden?
Right.
Is he doing a Jeffrey Toobin?
Yeah, I was going to ask you, how do you personally feel about not having anything covering that door? You're real vulnerable right there.
Yeah, we are. I like the light that comes in, but you're right. It does.
Dude, that's not worth it, man.
It does open up a lot. I know.
You can see everything Kevin's doing.
Yeah.
Everything.
We're wide open.
Everything. If he was
yeah.
tubing it, you'd be able to see what he's doing.
I love the light, though. I love the light. Yeah, we got to get blinds. They come with
They
blinds.
do. Yeah, you can put blinds in there.
Yeah, we just got to get that done. So. And they continue to investigate what happened on the free fall ride at Icon Park in Orlando that caused the death of 14-year-old Tyree Sampson. And it looks like it's operator error now.
Really?
Yeah, the operator made adjustments to Tyree's seat to accommodate his size. Remember, he's like 300 plus pounds.
Yeah, some of the other rides had turned him away because he was a really big kid. He was a football player.
Yeah.
But this ride probably shouldn't have made adjustments.
They're saying the adjustment allowed the harness restraint opening to be almost double that of the normal restraint opening range. And so that is probably what happened. So no word yet on any charges or anything being filed or where it's going to go, but it's heading in that direction.
It's a rough story.
It is really so sad.
Yeah. I was talking about just how exposed I am to my neighbors with the lovely B&T storm door that I have. It's glass in the front, and where I work too, it's right by my front door. And so when people come to the door, I don't always like to answer it because I'm working. I got a groove going on. I don't want the interruption because I lose my momentum. But the problem is if they take a step or two back, it happened again yesterday with somebody soliciting. They were doing that pressure cleaning. And here I was, I'm sitting there at the desk, and he's standing in the window looking at me, and I'm like, gosh, do I want to tell him I don't even want to answer the door?
Creates a real awkward moment.
It really is, because I was looking at him, he was looking at me, and I was like, I don't know if I'm going to get this or not, dude.
Yeah.
And finally, I got up and heard what he had to say and heard his pitch, but... yeah, I got to make some changes, I think.
You have to. You have to block. Well, that's the front of the house, baby. You got to block
but
that.
I just love the sunlight. It's just so nice that sunlight coming in. I mean, we're in South Florida. It's just gorgeous outside,
I guess you're right. There's never a perfect situation.
I know.
But
I don't know what to do. Yeah, don't know what to do.
Maybe you need a big bush.
Hide in the bushes, Kale.
Yeah, something. I'll work on that. But I thought this was always interesting because, there are a lot of very exposed people here in South Florida. In fact, we probably see a little too much of our neighbors. And it was definitely proven true when I posted this question up on the KVJ Show Facebook page. What odd behavior have you witnessed from the people in your neighborhood? And man, oh man, there's some unbelievable stories.
I'm so afraid some of them are my neighbors talking about me.
Probably. Yeah. Jess, she had said there's a couple with a bit of an age gap. She looks like she's in her 20s. He looks like he's in his 40s. And in the evenings, she takes him for a walk. He wears cat ears and a collar.
What?
Yeah. And apparently she puts a leash on him and walks him around the neighborhood.
What the hell is going on over there?
That's part of their kink. That's their...
That's what that is?
Of course it is. Yeah.
Here, kitty, kitty.
Oh, yeah. When they get in the house, there's purring going on.
Yeah.
He poops in a litter box.
Look, you're making jokes over there, but I wouldn't be shocked.
And they're entertaining the neighbors. The neighbors are like, oh, there they go for their daily walk.
Well, to me, that's the kind of person you have no problem. They want to be filmed. They don't care if you're filming them. They're taking their act out into the world. They want you to see that.
Okay. Heather said one of my neighbors was high on crack and started weed eating his yard at midnight. Then at 6 a.m. when I went to walk the dogs, he was still weed whacking, and he didn't even have weeds. I've got no idea what he thought he was doing, but he did it for at least 6 hours.
That's crazy.
How about that, huh?
Yeah,
Crack, man.
there was a
It's
guy,
hell of a drug.
and I'm not sure if he's still there, but and if you lived in Palm Beach Gardens, there's no way you don't know who I'm talking about. This guy would wear the skimpiest bikini bottoms. With that would be it. He was older too, Virginia, and he would get down in the front yard, and he would be cutting bushes, but you'd be seeing his bushes too. I mean,
Yeah.
it was so revealing and borderline carnal.
Yeah, there was some stories that somebody said, yeah, our neighbors are always naked and they're in their 70s.
This
In the
cat
front
was
yard.
older.
Yeah.
Good for him. I always thought.
Yeah, that spices up the neighborhood. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, Chris said my neighbor clips long grass blades in our front yard with scissors. So your neighbor is in your front yard cutting your grass with scissors.
I've cut my own grass with scissors because sometimes we have a lawn crew that comes through our whole neighborhood and does everybody's house, but sometimes they'll miss a spot.
Yeah, you can always tell when they're going through the motions.
Yeah.
It's like a haircut.
Sometimes they care, and then sometimes, there's some dude that's maybe going through it, and he misses a whole patch.
He's either having a fight with his wife or he's got poopy cramps. He's got to get out of there.
And he said there's this one house where people have group sex.
Oh,
That was like our
Swinger
neighbors
house.
in Lake Park. We lived right next door to. They had to have been swingers because they would play volleyball naked, but then they would full on do the hibbity dibbity
In the backyard?
In the backyard, and they had a fence that had holes in it.
Perfect.
Oh my gosh! And they would keep on putting corks. They'd cork it up because people would look.
You better put some glue on that cork, else I'm going to pop it right out. I got to see what's going on over
But I mean,
there.
they were going full gorilla.
That is fascinating.
Elkie said our neighbors sit on their toilet doing their business and they forget about the open window.
Be careful. You're right. Some houses are made in an odd way where you can see in weird spots.
Yeah.
Be careful when you're pooping. It's
You
all.
should not lock eyes with another human while you're pooping.
It's awkward.
Ever.
It's awkward. Meredith said a former neighbor would send his kids over to our house only wearing a shirt, and he'd have them pee and poo in our grass.
What?
And when I asked the kids, what the hell are you doing? He would reply, the world is our toilet. What?
Oh boy.
I mean, I don't even like when dogs go to the bathroom in my yard. Can you imagine your kids?
That person's not stable.
That you can't reason with that person. That's,
No.
they probably live in their own country. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just nod and smile because that cannot be reasoned with.
They're sovereign or whatever.
Bridget said, I watched my neighbor across the street take a poo in his front yard.
He had to have been drunk.
You got to get your camera out. You got to video this. This is how KVJ goes viral.
Yeah. The odd behavior of Heather's neighbor, she said that my neighbor will take my bulk trash and then sell it at their yard sale.
Really?
It's kind of interesting. Would you have to buy your own garbage bag?
They'll take their bulk trash.
Yeah, they'll go out and take their trash and then they'll have a yard sale and sell Heather's garbage.
Oh, like furniture or whatever.
Whatever it might be.
Look,
they dig
that's-
through their garbage and then they resell it.
Look, baby, that's part of the game.
You're right.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. That's how you do it, Virginia.
Yeah. Another
Is
Heather,
it?
Well, in some circles, it is.
Now you're picking trash out of somebody else's trash.
Ernie said, I saw a neighbor vacuuming their front yard.
Yes, that's a thing on TikTok. So
Okay.
it's a trend, Kevin.
Okay.
Just every once in a while, you're supposed to vacuum your front lawn to make the neighbors think you're crazy.
Luke said, I got a neighbor that leaves his trunk open for at least 3 to 4 hours every day, and I can't figure out why.
I can tell you why. I do it all the time. That guy's got a lot in his mind. He can't multitask. He gets distracted easily.
Yeah,
He's
okay.
Well,
got,
sometimes you're unloading groceries or stuff. This is what I do. I don't have enough hands to close the trunk, and I'll go inside, put the food in the fridge, and forget that my trunk is open.
I can't tell you how many times my neighbors come over and knock to my door. Hey, man, you okay? Your door is wide open right now. The Jeep and the house.
Cassandra said, I got neighbors that wear grocery bags on their feet when they're outside.
Okay.
They
So
must,
it's a low budget booty.
they must be germaphobes.
Yeah.
I bet that's it. They don't want to trace them back into the house. Interesting. Heather had said, you know how you're supposed to bring everything inside or at least, tether it down if we got a storm coming?
Yes.
She said, before a hurricane, I watched my neighbor's teen son. He went out in the front yard and uprooted 2 palm trees and drug them in their garage. Dude, I think if it's already planted, you're okay. The kid's really on it, though.
Good for him. You know what? He didn't
Yeah.
understand the assignment.
Yeah, whatever. All right, if you got a fun odd neighbor story, you can hit us up 877-979-WRMF.
KVJ's double your paycheck.
Oh yeah! First name we called out Lisa Coate of Lake Worth Beach. Hello, Lisa.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Oh my God, I'm doing great.
I was going to say, yeah, you've got some free money. We're going to double your paycheck for calling back in 10 minutes after hearing your name.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Woohoo! Let's party this weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, you can definitely have a little bit of fun. All right, well, hopefully this makes your day,
funny.
Lisa.
Thank you.
Okay, take care. All right, that is one down. We got 8 more to go.
That delay is something else.
It is. I think she's about to tell a story.
It makes us sound like we. No.
I want to tell you guys something. Okay, bye.
People.
Yeah. Hopefully the next round goes a lot smoother. A true DJ, Randy's going to be taking that call coming up at 10. Talking about the behavior of your odd neighbors. A couple people have texted in. They said, yeah, we live in the acreage, and I passed a neighbor shooting a rifle nude at targets. I mean, it is the definition of America. That's the kind of stuff you do in the acreage.
That is just a real man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't do well in that neighborhood.
No, you would not. They'd run you out of there.
Somebody texted and said when I was a probation officer, I had a guy on probation because their neighbors caught him having sex with a cantaloupe. Can you imagine catching your neighbor doing that? Like, what do you... I don't think I would... I don't even think I'd say anything. I mean, unless they're on my yard in front of my house, then maybe it's like, all right. But I'm going to call somebody. I'm not even going to confront that person because if they're going to do that...
Victimless crime, no?
Victimless crime, seriously.
Let a man make love to a cantaloupe.
You are a rat and you are a busybody.
I don't like that.
I don't like that
If
either.
a man's in his own home and he wants to hump a cantaloupe, my God, he should be able to do that. This is America, right?
America.
Okay, USA.
USA. USA.
Yeah. Somebody also sent me a news story of a guy that put up an electric fence to keep kids off his lawn.
Wow, that's bold.
Well, what are these kids doing on his lawn?
Oh, man.
I'd like to see that video, too.
Yeah. And somebody else said, yeah, our bizarre neighbors were arrested for hanging sex toys from the trees because they were unhappy that we built a treehouse for our daughters. Gosh.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You can't hang dildos from the tree?
Nah, you probably should. Nah, it's kind of an odd thing.
It's definitely a bad look of the neighborhood.
If it's your backyard and there's no HOA, is it your God-given right?
I think it is.
I think it is.
Wow.
If you don't have an HOA, I think it's the Wild Wild West.
I can tell in my neighborhood, and I love that. I'm so glad that I don't. Oh, gosh. I know some people are going through some HOA issues right now. HOA flexing their muscle. Don't let the HOA... Not everything they say is accurate or right. You can fight some stuff. Just remember that.
Okay. There are people called HOA lawyers, and they specialize in fighting your HOA.
They like to scare people at times.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
Okay. We're talking about odd neighbors. What kind of neighbors is the KVJ show? Are we the kind of neighbor that would steal your cable and your electricity? I'm not smart enough to do that, so I couldn't be.
Me neither.
When I lived down in Broward, we had a neighbor. He was so shady. He was always up to no good. And that son of a biscuit was stealing our power.
Wow.
No way, really?
I'm like, y'all, I have no idea how you do that, but we found out. Like, what's this big box in the middle of our backyard to his backyard? And yeah, he was
crazy.
jacking our
That
power.
is
So
crazy.
your bill would have been whatever he's using too.
Yeah.
Dang, that ain't cool.
And then when we confronted him about it, he acted like it wasn't a big deal. Oh, I thought you guys would be cool with it. It's not that big of a deal, right? And
What?
Yeah, it's super shady.
I thought you'd be cool with it.
Yeah.
I thought you'd be cool with paying for my electricity.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, I just thought you were those generous kind of people.
He was so squirrely. I wish you guys could see him.
He's like he
Wow.
didn't get throat punched.
Dang. You know, who on the KVJ show would be most likely to do this? It's not speaking about their morals or scruples or character.
But we have to give an answer.
The only answer is Denny's because I don't think any of us could figure out how to do it.
You're right. It's Dennis.
You're right.
Yeah. Yeah.
he could actually have the skill level to pull it off.
And maybe something happens in his life. He's down and out, and he just needs electricity. And it's, I'm sure, for a great cause.
You know,
Something he needs. He's trying to keep a relative alive or something, and he needs electricity for the medical equipment.
For this scenario, Sweet Denny's, he steals the electricity from some guy or cable from some guy that's a serial killer. So it's not so bad.
Okay.
He's a Dexter.
Well, he better not do that from a serial killer. If the guy finds out, he's going to kill him.
That's just for fun.
Don't steal the electricity of the serial killer neighbor.
Terrible idea, Bert.
Yeah.
Robin Hood type of thing. All right, I hear you.
Who on the KVJ show is most likely to not return their shopping cart back to the main area?
I can tell you one thing. It's definitely not me anymore. I bring it back every time.
You do.
Ever since we did those shopping cart, people were calling us out. People get really pissy about this thing.
Yeah.
So I, to avoid conflict, I bring it back now.
Okay. All right.
I think it's Virginia.
I think Virginia was the one that was putting up the biggest fight about it.
Yeah, because usually I have my kid with me, and it's chaos, and I put him in the car because he wants to get in the car and start eating whatever snack we just bought. I can't leave him in the car by himself and go bring the cart back.
And I've really asked, I've done the research. I've asked so many people that work at grocery stores, do they hate going out to get the carts? And I swear to you, every single one says they love doing it because it gets them out of the store. They're able to be by themselves, check their phone, all that stuff. They don't hate doing it. So I don't know.
I used to do that. Yeah, it was my first job. I was a courtesy clerk, a bagger, and that was the one thing we had to do. And we had a parking lot that was on a slant, and so I loved it. I would stack up as many carts as I could, and then the challenge was pushing them all the way up that little hill.
People get so mad about this shopping cart thing, Virginia. It's crazy.
No one ever says anything to me. If they're mad, they don't speak up.
They're scared of you.
Yeah, a lot of people are. I'll sweat that witch.
Yeah.
Unless you're playing Do It, bitch.
Who on the KVJ show is most likely to get eaten alive by an animal?
I mean,
it's Bird. There's not even doubt.
Definitely me.
Weren't you in a canal trying to fish something out this weekend?
If I do die, I hope I go out with a bang like that.
Just as I saw on the news today, did you see there was like a 10-foot at least long gator that was rolling around a neighborhood in Sarasota, and it finally went back into the canal. But
it was looking for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't argue any of this.
Who on the KVJ show is most likely to have relations in a truck stop bathroom?
Okay.
It's not Ralston.
Yeah,
it's definitely not Virginia.
No.
Her prissy ass.
Probably Bird.
Probably me. I'm not real jacked about it.
I think Denny's could get down that way.
Okay.
I don't see Suits. He's a little prissy, too.
I think it was Bird, then Denny's.
But would Suits tug it in a truck stop bathroom?
He's first.
Thinking about the truckers?
No, he's just tugging it.
Yeah.
Just getting through it.
You get a lot of it's stressful to drive, Virginia.
All truck stop bathrooms are not the same.
Okay.
Some you could actually go in and tug it and have a nice time. Some are disgusting and scary.
No, let me tell you this. If you're stuck in a truck stop bathroom and you're tugging it, things have gone greatly wrong. They've gone wrong.
Yeah, life is...
It's not...
It's the only joy you have.
You're not really killing it in life if you're doing that. When are you crushing life if you're doing that?
Yeah. Okay, who on the KVJ show is most likely to kill their significant other for cheating?
Ooh.
Dang.
That's heavy.
If I cheated on my significant other, I'd be killed, but I don't think I'm killing anybody. So, I don't know. Would it be Virginia, you think?
It's the obvious choice.
Yeah.
But is it the right choice?
I just don't think I could kill Panda. He's so sweet.
But
even if he cheated, I would break up with him, but... I don't know. He's such a nice person.
Okay, Magnolia goes...
He's like, yes. He's in the other studio. He's like, oh,
he's
right.
Here. He's in the other room with Denny's, and they're trying to fix my phone.
There's got to be a way,
I
though.
thought he was just cheering because I think he got a free pass to cheat. I thought that's why he was applauding. Maybe he's applauding because he was successsuccessful with your phone. Sorry about that.
No, there's a scenario.
He celebrated at the wrong time. I was like, Panda, I don't know if you need to be dancing in there about this. I was like, wow, he's really excited that you're not going to kill him for cheating.
No, there's scenarios that you would absolutely kill him for. If he slept with your sister, if something like that happened, if There's scenarios.
I don't know. If my sisters were both single and something happened and they got drunk and they hooked up, I wouldn't kill him. I'd be like, yeah, my sister's cute and she looks like me. I get it.
Wow. Okay. Boy, she's
she's
talking.
She got it all together.
She's
here
talking
during
a mild game right now.
Yeah, during a topic on the radio. We see you, witch.
You see the murder in my heart.
Yeah, get out of here.
Who on the KVJ show is most likely to accidentally shoot themselves in the foot while using a gun? It actually might be me, because I think I'm about the only one on the KVJ show is really ever around guns.
Yeah, you've got like a permit now, don't you?
Yeah, well, I've got the permit, but I'll go out and I'll shoot. I like it for sport. I go out and shoot targets. I don't shoot anything living, but yeah, I love going out and shooting targets. So
yeah, not me.
Yeah,
I don't even
that could
touch.
happen to me.
I want to touch a gun.
The only way I'd be around a gun probably is if it's a bit for the show.
Yeah.
And then I could see myself shooting myself in the foot that way.
Oh, I remember that audio. Remember when the gun went off and Jerry goes, ah!
I didn't like it, dog. I don't like loud noises. It reminds me of my childhood.
Oh, no. There's that need for therapy surfacing again.
I'm in my prime. I'm doing great.
Oh, so many people are rejoicing today. There is a fast food menu item that is making a triumphant return, as many people did expect. On May 19th, you will once again be able to get Taco Bell's Mexican pizza. It's coming back to menu.
It's just keep it on the menu.
They should have never taken it off.
The games and the teasing. I'm over all these little cute games, Kevin.
You're over it. Well, get ready for a lot more of it, because Taco Bell did it and it worked.
What about the Mexi Melt? Any talk of the Mexi Melt?
I think they're going to do everything probably one at a time. Because this is kind of Taco Bell's strategy that they started in 2020. They took the Mexican pizza off the menu, plus the 7-layer burrito and the cheesy fiesta potatoes. And they took those off. Everybody's like, what the heck are you doing, Taco Bell?
It's the wrestling strategy, Virginia. Let's say The Rock comes back, and then The Rock has a year-and-a-half run in WWE. Oh, my gosh, The Rock. Then he goes away forever. People miss The Rock. And then when he comes back, holy crud balls, The Rock.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Okay.
It's working.
I hate it, though.
Yeah, because I like to get the Mexi Melt whenever I want. I don't like to play the games with the Mexi Melt.
Yeah.
I don't want head games from my cheesy treats.
Hey, Taco Bell, we're not dating. Can we, with the games here?
The head games, I'm not down with it.
I just want someone...
grown-ass woman.
I want someone stable in my life. I want to know you're going to be there. If I love the Mexican pizza, I want to know the Mexican pizza will always be there for me.
True that.
I don't want no Johnny-come-lately item.
Well, sadly, Taco Bell's not going to listen to you, because when they removed those items from the menu, their sales went up 5% in the quarter following the change.
What?
Yep, sales went up at Taco Bell, and that's all they care about is money. So this strategy is working. So they will definitely stay with it.
But this is why I don't like any of this stuff, because they can say the strategy's working. I want to see all the other factors of why maybe Taco Bell's numbers went up. You have to look at the whole pie, not just one part of the burrito.
I think they probably do, because this is their game. I mean, I know how we crunch radio numbers, and I can only imagine they crunch them the same way.
You almost sounded like a business school dropout for like 20 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah, they say that this whole thing of rotating their menu is proving to work.
Wow, they're playing mind games with us, and they're winning. So we're just reinforcing what they're doing to us.
No, this is gaslighting. Oh, you're the problem. I got it all figured out. I'm Taco Bell. You're the one with the issue.
I think what a lot of businesses are finding out is that everything anymore is about attention, and it's about hype. Everything is about hype, and it always really has been, but they're finding this is a great tactic to cut through all of the noise. When they remove an item, they get hype. Then what happens? A petition fires up on change.org. You get 170,000 signatures to bring back your Mexican pizza. And they say, okay, clearly people want it. We'll get a big splash when it comes back, and dumb radio shows across America will talk about it when they announce it, like we just did. May 19th. It's going to be coming back for probably a short period of time. McDonald's really kind of started this with the McRib.
The McRib.
And it's worked for them. And they realized that, hey, after about 6 weeks, people realize it's crappy and they take it back off the menu. And then people get upset. And then they're like, but we'll bring it back when the time is right.
My point is the Mexican pizza is just a part of the equation. They could have plugged that in with anything. Kevin's right. They're doing the same thing as they do with the wrestler. They're building up the Mexican pizza, making you think you want it so badly, making him think he wants it so badly. In reality, they could have kept the Mexican pizza on. It's not going to hurt their numbers, but they thought, you know what? We'll take it off. We'll make a thing about it. It's really you're eating hype.
Well, the numbers get stagnant over time. And then when you take it back and you bring it back, now all of a sudden there's a big splash in the numbers, and on the graphs, the things go up through the roof. And
an influx and a deflux.
Yep.
And a acid reflux.
Yep.
NASDAQ.
Mm-hmm.
S&P.
But just
and you can sell it.
Make no mistake about it. When you're ordering your food, you're ordering hype with extra cheese.
Damn.
You're ordering hype.
That's it.
I don't want no hype in my Mexi Melt.
Well, it's the Mexican pizza, and if you don't know what it is a flour tortilla shell filled with refried beans, seasoned ground beef, and Mexican sauce topped with another tortilla, Mexican sauce, cheese, and then chopped tomatoes. So that is going to be back on May 19th.
It's so weird. I'll just be just being as a person, just out of the blue, I'll get a craving for Taco Bell. It'll be out of it's fleeting, but it hits me hard.
I think what happens if you ever eat Taco Bell, it does something to your genetic code. It leaves some kind of splinter or whatever in there, and then just when you least expect it, it could be 30 years, and somehow you'd be going, I need Taco Bell.
Yeah, there's times where I can give a frog's fat ass about Taco Bell, but then it hits me like a ton of bricks, and I go, oh my gosh, man, I need their sauce, I need their...
It's altering your DNA. It clearly is. Talking about how Taco Bell is going to be bringing back the Mexican pizza May 19th. And they found success with removing menu items and then retiring them for a while and then bringing them back to much added hype. You had talked about the Meximelt, Virginia, and somebody said that you can actually still get it. You just order a cheesy roll-up and add beef and pico de gallo, and boom, the phenomenal Meximelt. Mike said I do it all the time.
Oh,
Mike, it's a good, look at that snack hack.
Mike.
Snack hack, yeah.
It's a good snack hack.
Mm-hmm. I even saw this list, and it'll be interesting to see because maybe if you had a menu item that you loved at a fast food restaurant and it's gone, there's a chance maybe it might come back. You never know, because this seems to be what a lot of places are going to be doing. McDonald's has been doing it with the McRib for a while, so will they start doing it too with other items? What do you think about these? I saw this list of classic fast food menu items that need to be rebooted.
Okay.
They said the Wendy's Bacon and Blue Burger. It was a bacon burger with blue cheese crumbles.
I remember this, yes.
I love blue cheese.
Look, man, Wendy's, I feel like, never gets any hype other than when you're talking about the Frosty. Wendy's got good food, man.
Sure.
If it's done the right way, and everyone's in the kitchen, hitting their spots.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're doing good stuff, doing the Lord's work in there. Somebody recommended the Taco Bell Volcano Burrito. That was also listed.
And there goes your butt.
Mm-hmm. Volcano Burrito.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna back away from that one.
Another classic fast food menu item to reboot, the McDonald's Szechuan sauce.
Yeah, people go ape poop over this, and I don't know if is it deserving of the hype.
That's kind of it, and I think that's what happens. We kind of grew out of favor with some of these items, and they saw the sales, and so they took it away, and they're like, hey, where's my Szechuan sauce? And then they bring it back, and you're like, yeah, it wasn't as good as I thought.
Now, if you took away their sweet and sour sauce,
Amen.
Then you see people losing their mind.
That's my cut. That's my favorite.
I think I might get some today. Kevin's making me all...
Yeah, I'm getting you there.
You say that every day.
Kevin's getting me close.
Yeah. Next up on the list is the Little Caesars Pepperoni Crazy Bread. I don't know if anybody ever got that.
I'm telling you what, if you got to feed kids and you want to do it on the cheap, that Little Caesars is certainly affordable pizza.
Yeah.
She's right. Little kids know no better.
They
You're right.
don't.
They're right.
Rocco thinks it's the best thing ever because if you order on the app, they take your pizza and they put this in a little pizza locker. So you have to go in and use the code to free your pizza from the little pizza
That's
locker.
fun.
Oh my gosh. To him,
So
it is
fun.
the most fun game, and the pizza is $6.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
pizza's already
Can't beat
fun,
that.
and then you throw an extra element into the mix. Come on, guys.
Smart.
They're doing it right.
Burger King's Angry Whopper. It was a promotion they did with the Hulk a while ago. I think it had a hot sauce on it.
Yeah, I'm not real down with the hot stuff.
No.
Me neither. The sriracha, the hot sauce, I mean, it's too much.
How about the McDonald's fried apple pie?
Ooh,
made the
now
list.
that's my game.
Yeah, did they bake them now instead of frying them? Is that what the difference?
Something like that. It used to be flaky
Yes.
and magical, and it lost something.
You know, I'll tell you what it lost. It lost a little bit of the taste.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. That's the one thing. It's very lacking that sweet. I don't know, that the power punch in your mouth that you want.
You like fried. I do too. Fried is always yummier. I mean, of course, it's not great for you.
I'm not going there to be healthy. I never have, and never will I. Never will I
Right.
go to McDonald's to be healthy.
I'm on a diet this week. Let's see. I'm going to go to McDonald's
let's go
every
to
day.
McDonald's.
No, that's where you go for smiles and cheat days.
Yes, and baby, you do it good. It's sexy when you do it that way.
Fry my pie.
Yes.
How do you feel about the BK Cheesy Tots? Those are gone. People were saying that it needs to come back.
I liked them. I thought they could have been better.
Okay. There's a reason then. McDonald's Arch Deluxe.
Get out of here. We all know that was the poor man's Big Mac. Get out of here.
KFC's Hot and Spicy Popcorn Chicken. Another item to consider rebooting. Or the Taco Bell Grilled Stuffed Nacho. That's another one they yanked away.
Taco Bell's got a lot of it. They got a lot of combinations and options you can do there. It's gotten got a little confusing.
You had the Pizza Hut P-Zones.
Oh yeah, we the Penningtons love them. Oh yeah,
Pizzone.
we would have
Pizzone.
Oh, it's Pizzone Wednesday. Oh yeah, we would have Pizzones a lot.
Would you like to see that return?
I would. Yeah.
Okay. The McDonald's third pound burgers, because I guess the quarter pound wasn't enough. So they were meatier, bigger patties.
Okay, Mick, that's when you.
Yeah.
That's what we want from you.
Bigger, badder, better. Taco Bell's Enchilito also is a suggested item that should come back. And Popeye's Big Easy Chicken Bowl. Okay. Yeah. All some ones that people would like to see come back. And hey, if Taco Bell keeps bringing their items back with success, you know everybody else is going to follow suit. So maybe you will see some of these in time. All right, we got the After the Show podcast going to be coming up. It is live on KVJ TV. You can find it by going to kvjshow.tv. It'll pull right up there for you. You can watch the regular show, the After the Show, either live or on demand. Before we get there, Bird, if you would wrap up our show here today with your thought.
Do not eat your bread on somebody else's table. It's kind of like it's more of a metaphor in life.
For what?
Just for dumb coworkers.
I don't get it, Kevin.
What? We don't get it, huh?
The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.